here's the patch notes. They're out. I'm excited. Let's get right into it. So first of all, we're going to have all the new Sissela stuff. We've seen her kit before, but now we're going to finally see her numbers. So yeah, let's check it out. So her passive, as her we know that as her HP decreases, she gains HP regeneration and skill amp. What we didn't know was the actual value. It looks like it's going to be not affected by the increased rate of HP regen. Okay, this little bit right here potentially just saved the game. It looks like all percentage increases to HP regen will not be affecting her passive. I know a lot of the people in the sort of sweatier sides of the game were ready to slam a bunch of regen Sissela as soon as she came out because we were anticipating her to have a bunch of increased flat regen, which would then be abusable by heavy amounts of high percentage regen increase. But it looks like that's not going to be the case. It looks like this is just a flat amount of regen. It's not something you can really interact with that much, unless I'm misinterpreting this. So, it's just some regen. It's not that dangerous. Don't get me wrong though, these are still pretty decent. The numbers are still fairly significant. And it does also come with some skill amp. So we're looking at a pretty decent passive. So this is interesting to me. I'm curious if this is impacted by skill amp. Will this passive be affected by skill amp? If so, this could be pretty decent. Yeah, this is actually kind of good. So she almost even has like 3 passives. She's a little bit more regen. She has free skill amp, essentially. It's not too much, but it's a free flat skill amp the lower she gets. And occasionally she'll do some bonus damage on her random auto attacks, which is good. This seems good. For Q, this is where she throws the ball out. She throws Wilson out. Down to a really short cooldown at 3.5. The range is pretty high. Damage range, the explosion's pretty high. 0.3 AP is a pretty small, oh, this is just for, like, collision. And this is the explosion when it arrives. So basically, if you've ever played Orianna, I don't know if it's going to work the exact same way. This is very similar to Orianna Q. With Orianna, you could do both impact damage, or sorry, you could do both, like, yeah, touch damage and then explosion damage at the end to an opponent, so it could like double hit. I assume this can do the same thing here. So if you aim this correctly, this is actually a fat amount of damage. What's interesting though is that the damage does not increase when you level it up. It's just going to be changing the cooldowns and changing the HP cost, and that's it. It's almost punishing you for leveling it up, but getting a much lower cooldown on this might be important enough that it's worth it. Her invuln goes down from 16 to 10 seconds. Her HP cost is going up. All of her HP costs look fairly steep, by the way. These are not small HP costs. I know she has some free regen to sort of compensate for that, but these are some pretty steep HP costs, so don't ignore those. Let's see, what else? Wait, so her invuln, I didn't, so just from the initial like gifts they showed, I was not aware that her W actually also did damage. So when her little invuln is over, her little Zanya's effect, it'll explode. And she can do it on command, so she doesn't have to wait the full duration. And it deals actually a pretty high amount of damage. Lasagna effect. Zanya. I was referring to like Zanya's Hourglass, or Zonia's, as some people called it. I will use League of Legends terms fairly often because I am a old school League player. 280 plus 0.7 AP This is actually very high. 0.7 AP is a very high attack power ratio. Most skill casters do, like spell amp characters, do not have 0.7 AP ratios on things. And I know a lot of the thrown weapons have actually very decent AP stats. So this should be noticed. The range of the W is 2 meters, which isn't huge. But just be aware, this is a real amount of damage. 280 plus 0.7 is real. It also pushes people back. Let's see. So this is where she can pull an ally or an enemy. The range is 4.5, which is fairly decent. Keep in mind, you can't. It's not targeted. It's a skill shot, which means this is actually going to be kind of decently hard to land. Let's see. Wow, this shield's kind of big. So the teammate shield is kind of fucking large. 3 seconds isn't that bad either. And the cooldowns. Oh, so if you use it on an ally, it doesn't even get the full cooldown. It's actually also really interesting. Wow, so you could have it down to like, before cooldown reduction, you could have a 7-second cooldown on your teammate shield with, hold on, so with full cooldown reduction, this goes down to 5 seconds. So at 50% cooldown reduction, you have a 5-second teammate shield that gets reduced by 3 seconds. So it's a 2-second cooldown on an ally shield this large. You could sit there and just fucking spam it on a teammate every 2 seconds with full cooldown reduction, if I'm reading this right. Huh. That could be broken. That could be really, really, really good. And something else to remember, there's no HP cost on this one. Everything else is an HP cost. This is an SP cost. I suppose this is not HP. I was misreading this earlier, sorry. She only has 2 HP costs, just on her Q and her W. Her E does not have an HP cost, and neither does her ult. So she could sit here and spam every 2 seconds a team shield. Or a teammate shield, rather. Which could include herself, I assume. This is something you should be paying attention to. I'm actually really interested in trying that out. That's fucking nuts. That's a really short cooldown. You pull your ally? Okay, so in theory, you pull your ally or you pull yourself the first time, you're just on the ball. You can just sit there, E yourself. Stand still on your ball, E yourself. You know, keep attacking them, E yourself. Do something, E yourself. Like, if you're just anchoring yourself somewhere in a fight, it doesn't matter. You don't need to move. You're just gonna be, like, constantly shielding yourself for, like, I don't know, 500 HP? You could target yourself, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or you could just make your teammate just a fucking tank. I could be, like, look, I'm fully willing to admit, maybe I'm reading this wrong, but I'm fairly sure this is as insane as I think it is. This looks nuts. Specifically for the teammate shield. This looks decent too. 0.6 AP, pretty good. And a stun on a fairly low cooldown. Refresh patch notes. Did something get changed? You had to make a small edit. Okay, cool. Cool. This is like the first thing I'm going to test when this patch is out, by the way. This seems insane. I want to get full cooldown reduction, and I want to see how actually fast it is to spam Sissela E on yourself. Alright, Sissela's ult, 2-minute cooldown on the lowest, starts with a 2.5-minute cooldown. Channels for 1 second. After 3 seconds, she Karthus ults for a shitload of damage. Oh my god. Whoa. And she deals 2 additional damage for every 1% missing HP. Wow. Go to Yuki real fast? Sure. Balance changes Yuki? Here. Damage received in team mode reduced by 5%. Is that the change you were looking for? Up to date? Awesome. Yeah, sorry, I'm spending a lot of time on this kit because this is all brand new information. This stuff will all go fairly fast because it's just changes to existing stuff. This is all new, so I have to process it all at once. Oh, baseball is a starting weapon? What? Anyway, no spoily opes, dude. I'm going through this. Gino, did you see this? Did you see this E? Have you like really read this or read this? 10-second cooldown, so 5 seconds with max cooldown reduction. Ally pull. This is a fat fucking shield. And it gets a 3-second reduction on the cooldown when you use it on a teammate. So it's a 2-second cooldown, this big of a shield. You could just use it on yourself over and over, or use it on a teammate over and over. Yeah, I can't tell if I'm reading this wrong or not, but with max cooldown reduction, this is fucking nuts. I can't get over this. Like, it's not like regen broken, but it's like really, really, really good. Yeah, Aesop, let me know if I assume you're testing this, let me know if it's how it works. Like, don't get me wrong, the SP cost is quite high, but if you have ice shoes on, the SP just won't be an issue. This could be nuts. Anyway, yeah, it does damage and stuns. It's insane utility. I think her E could be broken, but we'll see, we'll see. So her ult does a bunch of damage. Seems really strong. Can't kill herself. Good. Dealing damage with the skill increases the damage from agony. Okay, 100%. 5 seconds? What is agony? Oh, her passive. Oh, this thing. So this, anyone she hits with her ult, her next auto attack on them will do a shitload of damage. Cool. I like that. Kind of a strange little bonus, but I like it. Sissela deals full damage to enemies within a 10-meter radius. She does 50% less damage to enemies in the same area, but outside of that radius. And 75% less damage to enemies in different areas. Yeah, other Sissela ults can kill you. She just can't kill herself. That's the only thing. Because she hits herself too, I think. Yeah, she hits herself too. This can execute people, yes. Yeah, this can execute people. No spoilers, cheesy. We're going through this one, one at a time. I want to see everything for myself. New ammo system. Oh, new ammo system. Thrown weapons and shurikens use charges. Each weapon has a different amount of maximum charges. Throw weapons and shurikens recover 1 charge every few seconds. The recharge time varies per weapon. The recharge time of most lower tier weapons is very short, making their use not that different from other weapon types. Higher tier weapons like Venom Dart, Grenade, etc. This is HE Grenade. Don't give the players luxury of many charges and have a relatively slow recharge rate, so keep a replacement weapon in stock. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize. I was just you know, throwing up the spoiler before you started throwing up more spoilers. Thrown weapons. Oh, so everyone starts with baseball now. Dude, Gino's so happy with that. Gino's said this whole time he wants to start hitting people with baseballs. And now he always gets to do it. That's funny as hell. Stuns in glass bottle change from thrown weapons to ingredients. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Glass bottles were thrown weapons before? I actually had no idea. You could have, as Zahir, you could have just picked up all the glass bottles and just thrown them at people? How did I never know that? You could deny the entire map of glass bottles by just throwing them at people. Dude, yeah, I want to boot up KR and just throw them at people. I had no idea they were weapons. I thought they were exclusively ingredients. This is great, though. I've said for a long time that they should not be... Well, I guess they're still ingredients. Never mind. So, never mind. That's nothing to do with what I said. That's funny as hell. Whoa, stones is 2 instead of 30 now. That's actually huge. Yeah, I did not know that. Okay, well there's more stones on the map. Okay, well that's fair. Max stack on all ingredients is 3. Is that gonna affect anything? I'm really trying to think. Are there any cases where that's really gonna affect anything? I know glass bottles is probably the biggest one. It is gonna be 3 plus. No, because what they're on a charge system now. Yeah, new ammo system. Read the ammo system. Yeah. You will not be picking up 52. I always thought that was cute that you picked up 52 cards. I will say that was always really cute, a cute touch. Iron Ball has 50 charges. Okay, so these are, I don't need to read all of these. I'm just gonna sort of quickly go over them and see what I think. Oh, grenade wasn't even grenade. It wasn't even HE grenade. It's just grenade. I forgot that even existed. So did they change the value? They must have changed a lot of these values, right? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm already looking at the one I'm the most familiar with, which is HE grenade. No longer is 150 extra normal or 120, whatever it was. It's down to 60. Damn. That is a significant nerf. Wait a minute, wasn't Incendiary Bomb was extra normal before? It was not attack speed, I thought. Am I crazy? Hang on. Eternal Return Wiki. I'm fairly sure that was not attack speed. I'm pretty sure that was extra normal. And Incendiary Bomb. Yeah, so... Oh, it was both. Yeah. So it was 60 attack power, 50% attack speed, and 60 extra normal attack damage. It was actually my... Incendiary Bomb is my favorite... It was my favorite thrown weapon. It was impractical to build. It really was. It required so much gunpowder, you know, like 20 per stack. So it was really bad, but I loved it, because the stats were insane. Yeah, wow, they have really nerfed a lot of these. Like, a lot of them. I guess it's because they're more accessible now. I'm not going to go into every single one of these, because I just truly can't process all this information right now. Just know that Pedal... Whoa. Pedal Torrent looks nuts. 150 extra normal damage? 30 skill amp? 50% crit damage? Hello? I know it's on 3 charges, but like... Whoa, man. Whoa. That's pretty dumb. No, it's not 3 ammo, it's 3 charges. They recharge now. Recharge time was a little slower when you last checked. Yeah, we need to know, like, how the recharge timer works before I can really say. I'm not saying this looks broken, I'm saying this looks fucking cool. Like, I want to know more about this. Like, this is awesome. Frost Venom darts were pretty cool before, too. Whoa. They're still cool. Yeah. Damn. It's the 3 charge again, though, so I guess that makes sense. Fletchets were kind of great before, too. What's up with them? Okay. Yeah, I want to check... Okay, so Incendiary Bomb, rightfully, I just realized, went up to 50 charges. You're popping into a game of Sissela now. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, dude, this is a playground of things to look at. This is like, there's so much going on here. I feel like I could spend an entire patch just looking at this, so I'm gonna skip past it for now. Yes, this all looks nuts. If we want to go into specifics, we can go into it later. Just know that everything has changed here, and this is a completely new territory. Alright, attack range of wild animals has increased slightly. Sure. Clicking on chickens and bats is now easier. I like that. At least they didn't buff dogs. Dogs did not need any buffs. Reduced chances of bot dying to wild animal. Good. Great. It was kind of lame playing a versus AI thing to test something, and like everyone dies to like Wickeline and other things, so that's good. Downed players. Damage reduction is 75% plus 0.8% per level, buffed up to 80% and less per level. So it's higher in the beginning now with diminishing returns. I think this might level out to be about the same as it was before in the late game, but in the early game, people are going to be tankier when they're downed, which is probably fine. It's already a pain in the ass to kill anyone who's downed. I think what they want to do is they want to move away from people dying right at the beginning. They want to give people a fighting chance to not just instantly die, which is fine. I think that's fine. It definitely does punish you for going for kills early game though. So I don't know about that one. You do get, the thing is, like, if you down someone, you get the kill credit, including your experience, you just don't get their items. So it's okay to still go for people, you just won't really be getting their items. Max number of traps and surveillance cameras you can stack in one inventory slot is cut in half. This is a huge change. This is like such a small little line in the middle of nowhere. This is a massive change. Recharge time for the pedal torrent is like 1 minute per stack? Holy shit. Okay, I was expecting like... I was expecting like 1 per like 5 seconds. That is a huge recharge time. Okay. I'm no longer that scared of this, but that's still really good. But yeah, anyway, so this is a huge change. This is going to change the high-end meta pretty significantly. I wish it was 1 for 5 seconds. Look, man, all I'm saying is fights only last about 20 seconds. They're not that long. But I guess you'll start with 3, so whatever. I'm just saying 3, 1 charge per minute is kind of slow. No, trap error is not gone. Not at all. Not at all. But this is a good step in the right direction. Stacking, mainly the camera thing. Wait, Aesop, can you confirm this says surveillance cameras? Does this include telephotos? Are you able to confirm that? Because surveillance is specifically the name of the smaller camera. So, probably. Alright, I'm just going to assume it does. Let's go into weapon-specific stuff. So, cloak and dagger. Oh, excellent. Okay, so the dagger skill, the initial burst of movement speed is being lowered from 90% to 40%. This needed to happen. The mobility on the dagger skill was insane right at the start, so this is a good change. Rain of arrows, the damage is being nerfed, and the ratio is being nerfed, and this is, again, something that really needed to happen. Because this skill was so oppressive. I still think it's one of the best weapon skills in the game, if not the best weapon skill in the game right now. So this is going to help a bit. It's still going to be very good. But we'll see. Both of these changes, I love them. I really do love them. Assault rifle damage, or sorry, assault rifle range increased. This is good. Assault rifle kind of didn't need this. Pistol range increased. Pistol also needed this. I'm assuming all the skills involved with Aya, they're gonna scale. They scale to the. I think they scale to the range, but I'm not entirely sure because sniper Q is really fucking long. Hey Storm, what's up? How's it going? Let's see. Guitar. It's more attack speed per level. Okay, so on hit heart is getting improved. Yeah, AS heart. That's actually quite a decent sized buff. Handling improvement. When using normal attacks and activating a weapon skill, the weapon skill was activated after the normal attack finished. I did not actually know that. Activating a weapon skill now cancels the normal attack and immediately activates the weapon skill. That's good. That's good. That's a good quality of life change. Alright, Aya. New voice. Steady shot buff. You know it's a strong skill, but Aya's been underperforming slightly on all weapons. This is true. Yeah, it's been. The English voice has changed. Look, I don't think that the old English voice actor is watching my channel right now. This is a good change, hopefully. Because I was not a huge fan of the English Aya voice, and I think everyone kind of agrees with me. It was not good. Very much looking forward to the change. I've heard a lot of people say that they were not a huge fan. And I personally was not a huge fan either, so Hey man, any improvement is improvement. Steady shot W cooldown is lowered. So that's her W. I think this will not be a very impactful change. I think it's going to help Pistol Eye a little bit. It won't help AR Eye pretty much at all. I think this change will be very unimpactful, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, thank fucking God. Ooh, this change needed to happen. SA Fiora was really fucking obnoxious. It was doing way too much damage. So basically what happened was when you procced Touche with the Q, it would deal an extra burst of damage. The attack power ratio bonus damage for that is removed. Assuming I'm reading that correctly. That basically the big ass SA Fiora burst damage when she Q'd you after getting a few stacks on you is being nerfed. That's what you need to know about that. This is what SA Fiora revolved around, was this. And it's losing a lot of its damage. So SA Fiora won't be doing as much. If it's skill amp, why does it scale with AP? That is a conversation for another time. You gotta know that every single thing in the game scales off of AP, and then SA is applied to it afterwards. Check the formulas page, you can see how everything works with skill amp in general. Take my word for it, it's not like League of Legends. They don't have separate scaling, you know, like AP and attack power. It's a different system. It's a completely different system. Romper second activation will be updated in the near future, allowing it to be used in the direction of the mouse cursor. Holy shit, that's huge. Okay, well, it's not out yet, but this will be a nice quality of life buff for Fiora, making her second E actually a relevant part of that skill, because it currently fucking sucks. Take my word for it, it's really bad if you've never played Fiora, because it made you move backwards. So in order to move forwards with it, you had to turn around to move backwards, which would then move you forwards. It's a really janky skill. Heijin is just a tad too good with a team around her. Also, her E is now smoother. So they're reducing her team damage. Couldn't be happier. Because her issue was that her team damage was way too high. Way too high. And I think anyone who plays any team mode can agree with me. Heijin in team modes was oppressive. Also, her CC in team modes is oppressive. So maybe this won't even be enough, but it's a start. You know, we take them. We take this. Handling improvement. When using normal attacks and activating a weapon skill. Wait, what? Oh, wait, was that just for... Hold on. Oh, this was for everything. What? Okay, I don't know. I guess this is just restating this from before. And... Charm of the Nomad E casting time. I think this is just saying that her E goes faster now? I think? Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I think it just means her E goes faster now. Could be wrong. Hyunwoo. Whoa. Okay. So... yeah. I'm not gonna disclose too much. We talked about... All I'll say is I was pushing for 20%, not 17. I thought 17 was a little bit too much. So I voiced my opinion that 20% should be probably the number. But you know what? We'll take it. I think this is a much needed nerf. I have no love lost for Hyun. I'm fine with him getting his E nerfed to the ground. I think it's a complete bullshit skill. It does too much damage for a character who builds absolutely no fucking spell amp. So hey, getting rid of some of this free damage, I'm all for it. Should it have been down to 17? Maybe that's too much. We'll find out. But all I'm saying is, this needed to happen eventually. I'm glad it's happening. Do I remember the subreddit raffle? I sure don't. Jackie. 100% more British. Oh, they changed her English voice, so it's gonna be British now. Cool, because she is British, right? Isn't her character like canonically British? Finally, someone for Ashen to relate to. Oi, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Is that what Jackie's gonna say? Oi, it's 6 bong. Anyway, Jackie is just a tad overperforming. A tad? You think so? So slight adjustment is made to her late game power. Her E ratio has gone down. Good, it should never have been at 0.9 to begin with. What a mean? That's funny. What was it? I saw like an image of someone saying like computer crisps or something. God. Micro crisps, that's what it was. Oh my god. It's funny. Alright, anyway. Her English voice has changed. She'll now talk about Waobo's adrenaline burst W cooldown has been increased, which is good. And her E ratio has been nerfed. These are all small changes, but I think they're very necessary changes. I'm sorry, I know I've just eliminated my audience from across the pond. I apologize, I take it back. I'm a dumb American, I eat burgers all the time, so whatever. Lee Dylan. Getting her team power reduced by 5%. Ooh. Okay, so why just the first use? Does that make sense? Is it because it's smaller than the other two? Why just the first one? I don't really get that, but I'm fine with it. My only issue with this is that it kind of makes her sort of inconsistent. Like, a player's gonna pick up Lee Dylan, the first Q's not gonna go through, and they're gonna go, well, fuck it, I guess I can't go through walls anymore. And they just don't know that their second and third still do go through walls. I don't know. Reduced range in which she stops forward momentum when running into an enemy. That's great. I've been saying for a long time that her Q needs to be... Yeah, Riven, only her third one goes over the walls. But her third is, like, very obviously different from the others in animation. Like, it's a leap. It also has a different effect. Right now, all of her Qs are the same fucking thing on Lead Island. So I just don't really see why that should be the case. I don't know. I'm a hater. I don't think this is exactly the right change necessarily, but whatever. But yeah, this is great. Her Q felt really clunky before, so I'm glad they're changing that. The delay of the second and third activations removed. Boy, am I glad they're changing that. Again, make this skill less clunky and she'll feel amazing to play. I don't think it'll break her either. I think it'll just be a good change. When using normal attacks and activating a weapon skill, the weapon skill, oh, it's just the handling thing again. Sure. Great. Love it. Magnus nerfs. Alright. Haven't even read them yet. I just wanna preface this by saying that Magnus was underperforming before his buffs. Magnus did not deserve whatever I'm about to read. Magnus did nothing wrong. Magnus was like 13th or some shit out of 13 characters in win rates before they buffed him. If they were gonna nerf him, all they had to do was revert him to his pre-buff stats. I was the only motherfucker out here playing this guy. Chino was the only other motherfucker out here playing this guy. They didn't have to do him so dirty. Anyways, I'm gonna actually read what it is now. So they nerfed the damage on his Q. Okay, sure, I never hit that thing anyways. Man. 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 I fucking knew they were gonna do this. This pisses me off so fucking much. I couldn't be more upset. I said this was gonna happen in the last time we discussed the patches. I said, look at these crazy overbuffs for Magnus. Why are we overbuffing Magnus? Why are they gonna do this? Because they're gonna go, holy shit, Magnus just got buffed. He's so fucking strong. Let's nerf everything about him. Let's not just put him back to the way he fucking was when no one played him, but he was still perfectly fine. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Was anyone complaining of, like, was anyone like, man, we really need to take Magnus and shift the power to his bat skill. Get it off of his W. No, no one said that 2 patches ago. No one fucking played Magnus. No one gave a shit. If you couldn't tell, I play a lot of Magnus and I'm a little upset. Anyway. They didn't change, what did they change about his R? Diner? What did they haven't changed anything yet. I mean, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I think this is egregious. This should not happen. This is fine. This is fine. Nerf the bat skill. Great. This is all of his damage. And you're cutting it by 40% or something. This is too much. Anyway, no one will play Magnus anymore. You have my word. Nadine. Why? 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 Well, alright. I understand. Okay. Whew. Alright. I cannot fucking wait to talk to Aesop, because we need to have a talk. The way his ult currently works, whatever way he is currently facing, that is the way that his ult will start. If he is facing up, that's where it goes. So if you want your ult to go to the enemy, you need to right-click that enemy so that you're actually fucking facing them. No, I'm not gonna go off on Aesop about Magnus too hard. He will still be alive afterwards. I'm gonna go off on Aesop about Nadine. Because Nadine not getting touched and gaining a fucking AP ratio on her ult. This is not the issue. The issue is that SA Nadine was not touched, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe golden ratio got nerfed somewhere down there and I didn't see it yet. I'm gonna reserve my malice until the end. I'm trying to be positive right now, but someone just attacked my friend Magnus, and it's really hard for me to be positive. I just am so personally attacked by this. It's weighing on my soul. It's like someone coming home and just shooting you with a gun. It's just not fair. At least give me time to, like, get ready, man. Like, oh yeah, let me add Valkyrie and tell him that Magnus is gutted. I'm gonna be so excited. There we go. Yeah, Valk is playing the game again now that Magnus is gutted. Anyway, Shukai. Redistributed bonus HP from Juggernaut Chef. Skills hurt him less. So he's gonna get less stacks off of food, which is probably a good thing. Because he was getting pretty fucking beefy. Max HP per stack. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm not even gonna bother doing the math on this. Let's just say he gets more HP per stack, but he gets less stacks. I don't know what the fucking numbers on that are like. His Q is probably gonna get a nerf. Come on. Well, Shuka's back on the menu now. Jesus Christ. So Gino, how about that Shukai, man? So they're buffing all of his ratios, which is crazy. Oh, motion after using the skills partially improved. Let's go, dude. Because his E fucking sucked to use. It just, like, if you tried to use it as a movement skill, you just... God, that spin at the end was so long. It was miserable. So basically, HP costs down, AP ratios up, across the board. In my opinion, Shukai was perfectly balanced. I thought Shukai was a shining example of a character that needed no buffs and no nerfs. That character fucking shredded everybody with his ult. And his Q did so much damage, and it was so spammable. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I think Shukai will be top tier with these changes. He's already really good. He will be even better. Yuki is dealing less damage in team modes. I'm assuming there's going to be changes to two-handed swords, so we'll see how this plays out. Because Yuki was already really good in team modes because of his ult, but we'll see. Two-handed sword, Excalibur, lowered HP regen, so we're already off to a nerf. Let's see. New HP regen and S regen 1.5 each. Dane's life. That thing. Getting higher attack power. Leviathan getting higher attack power. These are not the changes I was expecting, but whatever. Mount Slicer nerfs Karnwennen gaining attack speed, or gaining HP regen, which matches the tooltip from the last patch notes where they said that it had HP regen to begin with. So that's fucking hype. The patch notes are finally catching up with the last patch notes. Polaris gaining some attack speed. Gatling gun going up to 50. Okay, hey, Gino. You know what I want to do tomorrow? AR Aya might actually be back now. It's a duo tomorrow. AR Aya might be back tomorrow. Not gonna lie. We were playing around with AR Aya tonight, and she's killing squishies again. She's actually kind of okay again. She's not good. She's not great. She's not broken. She's kind of killing squishies again, and taking the attack power from 40 to 50. Consider all of her attacks hit 3 times, so this is technically another 30 attack power increase. Not counting on, like, it doesn't affect her skills the same way, but for her auto attacks, it's an extra 30 attack power. This is pretty big. It helps Aesop a little bit too, but I don't think anyone was really running Gatling gun Aesop to begin with. There needs to be like a spell amp machine gun for Aesop to really thrive again. I actually wonder if a spell amp gun would be the buff that Aesop needs, because I don't think he needs too many buffs to begin with. It's also weird that they're just not buffing him. Like, why is Shukai getting all these buffs but Aesop isn't? I don't know. I don't really get it. You'd run spell amp AR Aya. Hey, I'm with you. That sounds like fun. Except pistol is still basically better, but we'll see. Because cooldown reduction on her D skills is just better. Also, I just realized that me talking to the chat, I should have the chat on screen, because this does not translate well for a YouTube video. Let me see. Can I add chat? Let's see. BSER. What's my chat thing called? Chat box. Patch notes. I have to add the source. Give me 1 second. Chat box. Add source. Add source. There. Hey, it's working. All right, cool. This is a lot better. Should have been there from the beginning. Okay, back to it. So assault rifles get a buff. Pretty needed. Yeah, I'm probably gonna export this to YouTube once it's done, but we'll see. Guitars. Wonderful night. Wonderful tonight. Attack power buff. The wall attack power buff. We're buffing AS Heart. I'm wondering if AS Heart is. Damn, that's almost Wonderwall. Brother, you know the wall is not a reference to Wonderwall, it's a reference to, like, the Pink Floyd album. Oh my gosh. I suppose you're combining those two. But anyway, bow. Golden ratio nerfed. Thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Oh. Aesop lives another day. You don't know what Wonderwall sounds like? Anyway. Twin bow buff, fail not buff. Fail not was embarrassingly weak before. As a gold, it was so bad. So this is a good change. Golden ratio nerf needed to happen. I still don't think it's enough. I think I need to talk to Aesop about doing a hot fix to nerf Squirrel Trap. We'll see. Oh, Golden Ghost. Golden Ghost is fucking cool. Legend of the General is also fucking cool. These are cool changes. Why did my music stop? Oh, because the song ended. Anyway, these are cool changes. I'm gonna take a second look at Golden Ghost. Golden Ghost is 50 attack power, 50 bonus normal attack damage, I think, something like that. It's already pretty decent. It's held back by the fact that it is a crossbow. But this is a good change. This might be enough. Imperial Silk Gloves, buff. Never saw them, so sure. There's an item called Brasil Gauntlet? I didn't even know that. I actually had no idea. Is that a regen Hyun buff? Probably not. They're probably still gonna just run... Actually, it might be. It might be enough. I don't know. Spear of Longinus. Whoa! Wait, hold on. What the fuck are they doing? Hang on. Let me look at the stats on this thing. Spear of Longinus. Oh, it's the golden one. Oh, it's the lifesteal one. So it's gonna be a 150 with 20% lifesteal for a VF blood sample. That's legitimately fucking strong. Wow. Huh. That's actually insane. You don't get blood sample early, no. You can, I mean, you could RNG it off of bear, but like, you're mainly gonna be saving. So when it comes to golds, this is how the meta for them is sort of shaken out. It's generally you start with crafting a purple, and then you just like hold the material until you kill Wickeline. You get the VF blood sample, you craft the legendary, and you switch to the legendary. It generally works like that. You could also just get the VF blood sample and go, well, I've got a fucking blood sample now, let's go craft the blue, and then we'll, you know, combine it. It's not, you don't build with these as your go-to. Unless they're, like, Nistleton is like one of the few exceptions where it's like, yeah, it just builds out of stuff, it doesn't build out of RNG stuff. It's Steel Spear. It builds out of Steel Spear. It builds out of Pike. Steel plus Short Spear. Which is definitely harder than the Bamboo one, but it's pretty good. Let's see. We're talking about like consistent ways of getting these things. You're not going to be opening drops if you actually want to, like, no one's going to, at a high level, no one's going to be like, my build plan is to open a blue crate and get a VF blood sample and build my weapon. That's never going to happen. Mistleton. Got rid of a lot of its free stats. Alright. Got rid of a lot of its fucking stats. Holy shit. Got some SP regen though, which is kind of fucking nice. If we're talking about Fiora, she has mana issues. But she's losing a lot. Losing 20% crit chance hurts, especially on a rapier. Rapiers, hey, remember, rapiers are the weapons that come with a lot of free crit chance and crit damage. Most of them are boasting both of those stats. So having your legendary not have crit chance while your purples have both crit chance and crit damage on a crit focused character, maybe it's not what you want to be building. And I would say, well, you're building it for the spell amp, right? Well, they're nerfing the spell amp, and they're also nerfing the skill that benefits from the spell amp. So really, why are we building Mistleton at this point? Although I am up for anything that nerfs Ashen. Like, hey, does that man need any more free rides? Probably not. Dual swords. I'm glad they're buffing some that aren't the Zor and Loigor, because those are the only relevant ones. Does anyone think this is enough to make people use this? Probably not. Let's see. Statue has HP regen, and Torch has HP regen, because Torch builds in the statue. Sure. I don't think anyone was clamoring for statue buffs, but you know what, these are fine. It kind of needed it, because no one was really going for these. Alright, let's see. Virginet nerf again. Crown nerf again. Huh. So they're nerfing spell amp characters across the board again. And I can't help but think to myself, why are we seeing sweeping spell amp nerfs when they're already incredibly hard to build? And yet, crit items have dodged nerfs 2 patches in a row, while spell amp items have gotten sweeping nerfs 2 patches in a row. When crit builds build entirely in one night. When crit builds are perfectly strong enough and oppressive in solo queue. Why the fuck are we nerfing Spell Amp? It's already fucking miserable to finish a build on Spell Amp. You need gold, which is in only specific areas. You need lighters for every Spell Amp weapon because, fun fact, if you didn't know this, every Spell Amp weapon requires a lighter, I'm fairly sure. I'm happy to be proven wrong on that, but generally speaking, every single Spell Amp weapon requires at least one lighter, and I don't know if you guys have found out about this yet, but there's no lighters in gold spawns, and guess what? Lighters are heavily fucking contested. And gold is heavily fucking contested, so if you want gold, if you want lighters to finish your Spell Amp builds, you're kind of just fucked. Because you have to spawn on one of them or you're going to get dicked on that, but then if you spawn on one, you're not getting the other, and then you're getting dicked either way. What's going on, man? Meanwhile, crit just goes along 3 areas and finishes a full 6-item build. Why? Why are we doing this? Like, sure, Spell Amp is too good in squads. Spell Amp is too good in duos. But that's because Spell Amp generally benefits AoE skills. And AoEs are going to be good in game modes where there's multiple people. So maybe nerf the Spell Amp casters in squads like they've been doing, like the 5% reductions and stuff. Why are we not nerfing crit? Why is crit immune to these nerfs? I don't get that. They're adding some attack speed to Mithril Helm and they're reducing some defense. No one built Mithril Helm anyways, so it kind of doesn't matter. It's kind of cute though, because Mithril Helm has some cooldown reduction. So it's got like a decent variety of stats for a Mithril item now. Still, who cares? It's Mithril, no one's building it. Chinese Opera Mask. No one was building that, so it's gaining some defense. Cool. Sure. I'm fine with that. They're waiting until crit is too strong to nerf it? That's weird, because it's been too strong for about 2 patches now. No, seriously, like, ask anyone who's been playing too much solo queue. Crit is, like, the go-to build. If you want to play solo queue, you're building crit. How many Spell Amp casters are winning solo queue games? You got, like, Magnus, and occasionally Heijin, and occasionally Hyunwoo. That's it, though. And that's not because Spell Amp was too good in solo queue, it's because those characters were too good in general. Anyway. I digress. The point is, they're hitting every single Spell Amp item by like 2%. And I just don't get it. They're also nerfing the SP regen on the Spell Amp shoes. Keep in mind, these, like, you need to have, or sorry, did I say Spell Amp? I meant SP regen. You need to have SP regen to be able to cast your spells. Like, why are they just blanket nerfing every fucking item in the Spell Amp build? What is going on, dude? Like, look, box needed a nerf. Oh no, Schrodinger's box got nerfed again. Who saw that coming? Box is just gonna lose its Spell Amp at some point. Like, do they not realize it's the HP that people pick it up for? It's not the Spell Amp. Like, why don't they get that? Why don't they get that? You're seeing Schrodinger's box on fucking Crit Fiora. Like, they're not building it for the Spell Amp, they're building it for the 500 fucking HP. Do they want it to be an HP item? Just make it an HP item then. Get rid of the Spell Amp entirely. I don't get it. What is he doing, man? So they're adding a tiny amount of attack speed to all the Mithril items. Which, okay, first of all, I don't really care. Mithril items are impractical to build anyways. They don't really do that much for you. I don't think 12% attack speed is suddenly going to make me pick them up. That being said, Mithril Shield as a alternative for Q-Watch or Radar for animal-focused Nadine builds, talking about Ancient Bolt stuff, this actually matters. This is actually relevant, because when you're farming animals for a Cube Watch, and you get a Mithril instead of a Moonstone, that's kind of not the worst option now. I used to craft Mithril Shield as a backup, and now it gains a little bit of attack speed, and that feels a little bit better. Because losing all of your attack speed by going for a Mithril Shield, it kind of hurt. Keep in mind, this thing already has 30 fucking attack power on it. So this is kind of good. Mithril Shield, kind of a real item now. Like, you didn't really care about the movement speed that much before. So this is fine. This makes this an actual item I care about. Emerald Tablet, losing some cooldown reduction, I'm fine with that. Veritas Lux nerfs, keep them coming. Keep nerfing Veritas every single patch. People will continue to not use it because they already don't. I don't understand why we're nerfing Veritas. I'm fine with nerfing HP regen in general because I'm always down to nerf HP regen. But can we buff Veritas so it doesn't absolutely suck ass? Please? I need to calm down. I'm getting heated. I need to get to my happy place. I don't want to be negative. In fact, I want to be positive. No, I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be any more heated. I just took a sip of water. We're cool. We're calm, and we're collected. Cooled gamer moment. EOD's lost some defense. Sure. Butler suit going up to 20. Actually, kind of relevant. Queen of Hearts going down to 25 from 30. I'm totally okay with this. I'm actually a big proponent of this change. Big fan. I'm glad they put this in here twice because it's relevant. It's very good. What the fuck, man? Why? Why are we nerfing food again? Does food even do anything at this point? Holy shit. Wait a minute. Okay. I didn't see Orchid at first. I thought Orchid was gonna still be 700. While everything else was like taken down to 600. It's good. I mean, what the fuck? Whatever. I don't even fucking care at this point. I never thought I'd say it. But yeah, wait. Whoa, healing potion is still 700. What the fuck? Dude, no! I was about to release a video where I talk about fucking scrambled eggs and I call them 733s and now they're 600s. God damn. Okay, well, so much for that. I have to re-record some voice lines now. Healing potion still 700 is quite relevant. Yeah, how about that? Yo, where's Aesop? He said he was gonna be like here. It's been an hour since he got off work. But anyway, whatever. That's fine. Fucking French fries. Yo, who? Hey, everyone, pull up. Tell me if you're excited to spend a fucking heated oil and a fucking potato for 1/600. Let's fucking go, dude. That's hype. Who's excited? Because I'm fucking excited. Let's fucking go. Spicy fish stew nerf, whatever. Heat fried chicken, whatever. I don't even like these changes. Feel so stir fried ramen. It's the same thing. So yeah, who wants to spend one fucking heated oil per 600? I sure fucking don't. Jesus. There used to be Five Guys fries and now they're McDonald's fries. Dude, now we're talking about fries and now I'm getting fucking hungry. Holy shit, I'm so hungry. So everything's garbage. Everything is terrible. Like, fish cutlet. Oh, you actually have to go for the fucking, what's it called? So fish cutlets are still 800, by the way. Keep that in mind. Don't sleep on the fact. Fish cutlet. Oh shit. Fish cutlet's still 800. Also, I like how this stream started out with me being very cool, calm, and collected, and it's just devolved into me just swearing constantly. I should really get myself in check. It's like 4 AM, and my world is being shattered around me. So, forgive me as I lose my mind. Yeah. The thing is, I don't dislike these patch notes. You have to understand, I'm not a one-trick player. I don't find one character or one playstyle and latch on to it. if anyone is familiar with me as a gamer, wow, I just called myself a gamer. That's disgusting. If anyone is familiar with my stream, you're probably aware that I play a wide variety of stuff. I can pick up pretty much any character and just play them just fine. No patch note's gonna kill my playstyle. Unless, like, what would be the worst patch? Jackie? No, I even played Jackie. I guess I don't play Dylan. I was gonna say a patch where Hyun's the best character, but I mean, like, that's been every patch of the game so far, so who am I kidding? Hey, I don't mind playing Aesop. I'll play Aesop too. There's very few characters I just refuse to play. But anyway, let's talk about more about food. That's enough about me. What is untouched? I'm gonna go look at the food list and see what's untouched. Food. Okay, well, I just googled food, and I'll be honest with you, did not find Eternal Return content, so I can't say I'm too surprised. Let's see here. Consumables. Alright, well, there's a nice list of food. A lot of food here. Let's talk about food. You've never seen me play Aesop? I have played it a few times on stream, but that was mostly just to fuck around. Woo, mocha bread, hello. So mocha bread's still $9.75. Not gonna lie, I'm kinda eyeing mocha bread now. Fish and chips is still where it is. Yeah, fish and chips is still 1,350 or whatever. Healing potions is definitely still relevant. For a Pond Avenue start, healing potions is still fucking amazing. However, I will no longer be doing Pond Avenue starts because why would you play a Spell Amp character or Magnus on this patch? Let's see, what else? Curry? It's great. It's like 500, right? Curry's like almost there. Chocolate chip cookies? Those touched? 733 still? Hey, chocolate chip. It's butter, but you get 2? So, okay, so here, let's do some math. So, 1 stack of milk will get you 2 butter, which gets you 4 cookies. That's not bad. You know, that's not bad. That's actually not bad. No, lighters should still be prioritized. No, they'll still be good. But it is taking some heat, so to speak, off of lighters. Yeah, you'll have to find 2 branches. So I guess that does kind of suck. And you still need 2 chocolate as well. It's not a great option, but it's an option. Let's see, hard-boiled egg. That's still pretty good. 650. Not amazing. It's good for let's see. I said 650. Wow, so they're better than scrambled egg now. Jesus. So if you're going like archery range or something, like alley archery range, we'll probably want to go for hard-boiled eggs. You just get a bunch of 650s. You get like 650s. Can't really complain. That's not the worst rate in the world. Let's see what else. God, they really killed baked potato, didn't they? And baked carp. Remember baked carp? Oh, dude, you're about to do overlays? That's crazy, man. Let me ban you from my chat because you're a bot. All right, let's go. Dude, is that gonna be on my fucking chat box? No. Awesome. Love it. Okay. Choco Pie boxes still suck because it's a box per Choco Pie. How will that be good? Oh, Choco Pie boxes and Stretcher's boxes done. Yeah, so it's oh sorry, it's 1 box per 2 Choco Pies. It's terrible. That being said, hey, if you could stack boxes, it'd be pretty good. Coming Pond Avenue, but you can't stack boxes. And you can still make healing potions, which are just like better. Generally, you'll get way more. Grilled Chilean sea bass, the worst food item in the game. At least you get 3 of them. They're 500, but you get 3, which is better than an orchid. But I mean, I guess who's slamming orchids anymore? Yeah, what's the good food now? Old noodles? That's just outdated. They're not at 1,000. So I think they're at 650 or some shit. They're not on this list though. Yeah, the wiki's just outdated. I don't know why I'm even looking here if it's all outdated. Oriental concoction. What the heck? It's like herb plus. Oh, okay. It's not bad. Hey, Aesop, you here and good to go? You down to talk a little bit of patch notes? Garlic ramen is probably still 1,000. Yeah, you'll pop in. All right, let's pop in duo. Hang on, let me find one. Go to duo 9. When you're ready. Yeah, take your time. Butter frieds. No, that's still butter. Butter kind of sucks. Honey butter. How's butter doing? Is honey butter still 650? That's butter again. Shit.
Hello, it's me.
Hey, what's up, man?
Welcome to my stream.
So there's a lot going on in this patch. I don't know how much you caught.
I like as soon as I left, I said I'm leaving. That was when I left.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm also
Oh, go ahead.
eating. So.
You're eating. That's par for the course at this point. So I'm curious, how much was changed last second?
Not that much. It's usually pretty planned. I snuck in the trap stacks last second.
Oh, you're a king. Oh, thank
But-
you so much. That's one of my favorite things in this patch. So I'm glad that happened.
But most everything else has been
Sort of
kind
pre-planned.
of planned out and tested. Yeah.
And you're kind of lagging a little bit. Can we try switching to the other Discord and see if that's better?
Sure.
Okay, try talking.
Go team.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay. All right. So let's talk about. Hey, so what do you know about the throw / shuriken rework? How do you think this is gonna change things? Like, have you managed to play around with it at all?
I kind of like I was blindsided by it at first because I didn't really see it coming. But then I popped in. I had a couple games. I really like it, to be honest. A big like when I would play Zahir back when he first came out, I was like, I didn't really like Zahir because I just didn't like managing the quantity.
Yeah, and it just felt bad. It felt like when you were fighting someone, you were just like, well, I guess I'm gonna finish up this fight, and I'm kind of out of shit after that.
Yeah, even if you had like 200 ammo of a particular weapon,
it still sort of felt bad.
Yeah, I was like, is that enough? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I think with this change, it feels a lot better. And like for example, the the pedal torrent.
Yeah, pedal torrent.
Sissela in the case, if you are using it, like the ammo only counts for the actual throwing attacks.
Oh,
like,
so she's not like Zahir where anything is consumed with her skills?
I don't think so. I'm gonna double check. Like I said, I didn't really get to play around with it too much because I have other things to do.
Yeah. I assume you didn't spend your entire day just playing the game.
Yeah.
As a person with a job.
There are some days, but it's kind of one of the nice things about working at a game company. It's awesome. But anyways, yeah, like if you, for Sissela at least, from the last patch I played, like everything still is subject to change. The latest build, she has, you can still use skills if your weapons are on cooldown. and your skills will still scale with, like, you'll
The
still
stats
get
of
the
it.
bonus.
Yeah,
You'll still get
that's
the
actually
bonus stats.
that's actually huge. Yeah, that's a big deal, especially for things like
So,
Pedal Torrent.
yeah, so you get Battle Torrent, you'll still get all the extra attack power and whatnot, but you can't auto attack with it unless you have charges.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, this whole change seems really interesting.
It's
I'm definitely looking
it's
forward to
fun.
messing around with it.
It's
I was
way more smooth, I think. There's no fiddling with the quantity and how many.
and you don't have to sit
weapons
there
you
and
have.
craft like I remember I tried a Fletcher build at one point and it was like I had to sit there for at least a minute just crafting weapon after weapon after weapon. It was very strange. So I had a question about her E. Do you think am I reading this right? Is it gonna have a 2-second cooldown with full cooldown reduction when used on a
I'm
teammate?
gonna pop in and check that right now.
Yeah, can you test
We'll
that for
see.
me? Can you actually can you
I
stream?
imagine. Probably not, but we'll see.
Oh, okay.
I'll see what I can do. But she is supposed to give you vision. I'll confirm that also.
Yeah.
She can pull herself over walls and everything, so that's all set. Like, I tested all that.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I assume that
didn't
was the case.
test cooldown or the vision. I'm pretty sure.
With max cooldown reduction, so 50%.
Yeah, I'll grab all this stuff.
Because if I'm reading it right, it should be 10 seconds reduced to 5, and then it's then further reduced by 3 seconds, so it's 5 reduced by 3, it's only a 2-second cooldown. And like
Yes.
it's really strong if that's the case.
Yeah. What do you think of the skill names?
Oh, I love them. They're great.
Yeah, they're not too bad.
God, whoever wrote them, that person knows what they're
Brilliant.
doing. Yeah, I bet they're a
Oh,
smart
wait till you
person.
hear the jokes. Ooh.
Ooh. How are the actual like English voices or Korean voices?
Good. I think they've gotten better since the original Jackie.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, how are the reworked voices? Is it the same voice actors or did you go with
no, different actress.
new people?
But, yeah, like Jackie is, canonically British.
Yeah.
So we're like, I'm gonna get a British voice actress.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
I know a lot of
And
people were
it's-
kind of like upset that she didn't have her British accent anymore.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. But yeah, now same with I is not British, but
Yeah.
her voice
It's
is
just
too.
better now, hopefully.
It's better. I think Jackie was the first voice we did, and so a lot of the lines were like, we didn't really know what to expect, and so the lines were like direct translations, and so oh no, hang on, I don't know if I can. Oh, hang on, I don't have my characters unlocked in this account, this dev account. Let me text my coworker.
Oh my
Hang on.
gosh. So you have like a cheat build, but you don't even have the characters unlocked?
Where it's testing the new backend tools as well, and I'm
Gotcha.
in the wrong.
Gotcha. You don't have to reveal anything.
I have my coworkers
So
still there.
so while you're setting that up, mind if I hit you with a few more observations?
Yeah.
So, do you think the Aya buffs are going to be enough? Do you think there may have been a reason to just, like, buff her harder than this? Like, is this W change enough to make her relevant, you think?
I think
Did she need a higher buff?
Aya is in a good place.
Do you think she's just
But-
being underused by the player base?
I think the character is in a good place, but I think her with the weapons aren't great, if you know what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
there's weapon changes that are needed to, but other than that, I think the W is a good place to start because that's big damage, and a 2-second cooldown early, you know, that could help her farm bears and wolves and things earlier.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Which I think would get her a little bit.
It definitely makes it less punishing to use it to farm and then someone shows up.
Yeah. So I think it's helpful. I don't know if it's great what she needs, but we'll see. I gotta update all the stats anyway.
So we were
Maya.
We were talking about we were talking about Hyunwoo, like the E-nerf like last night. So was the 17% pre-baked before we talked about it? Like, was that already like set in stone before we had even discussed?
Yes. I wanted to see what we were looking at. Like if
his slam, his E.
Yeah, I think the 20% is still pretty high when you think about it. You know, 20% of.
Oh no, I agree. 20% is high.
Yeah.
However,
so I think 17's good.
I am also a fan of sort of just incremental changes. If 20% still feels like too much, we could have taken it down from there. Look, I'm not a Hyun player. This doesn't hurt me at all. I actually benefit a lot from this nerf, so I'm fine with 17. I'm just wondering for the Hyun players out there, is 17 too harsh?
I don't know. We'll see. It's either, it was like, you know, as you can see, we started 5, and we could either go, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, or we could try 5, 9, 13, 17, 21. So it's nice.
Oh, so you're saying that if it was at 20, it's not a clean way to divide it into 5?
Yeah, like that's usually kind of how.
Wait, couldn't you have just gone like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20? Like it literally divides by 5.
The intention, yeah, but I think it was like basically all of the skills are like linear. I think barring Magnus's W now, they're all the same, like the whole way through. Like you start at 5 and you end at 20, and then it's going to be like 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, 25.
Yeah, so Magnus's like W has always been weird.
Yeah, like so now it's 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. Yeah. And I think that's the first skill that hasn't been like an extra, like heavy strike is like an extra 55 and then 55 and then 55 and then 55.
Right. It's not a linear change. It's more of a weird curve. So okay, well, you brought up Magnus, so can we talk about my boy Magnus?
Yes.
Why'd you do him just so dirty?
He was pretty rough before.
He was fucking terrible before. Like he was at like 13th out of 13 on the win rates. Like no one was using him.
Maybe Magnus? Are we talking about the same Magnus here?
I'm not talking about in this last patch. I'm talking about in the patch before this current patch.
Okay, you mean before
pre-buff,
he was super strong.
Pre-buff.
Yeah.
And if I may remind you, the only thing you guys buffed was like that actually stuck around was like you buffed the Q was wider, and I think it like did more damage or something.
Yeah.
The bat skill and the hammer skill, they added more damage to those. And as far as I can tell, that's it. Right? Did anything else change?
Huge. I think armor, I think items were a redirecting, like a bit of a change there. Nobody is replying to my messages.
Damn. You getting ghosted by your coworkers?
I think he left.
See, because like the thing is that back then no one was playing Magnus. Like pre-buff, no one was playing Magnus. It was like me and Gino, and that was it. And then like he gets buffed. Everyone plays him, and now that everything but the buff is just getting like just gutted. This sucks. Like this W damage, the W's just not gonna do damage now.
It was doing a lot. I don't know. I wasn't too Magnus-y last time, so I didn't really look at him. So I can't really give you much info, but I could tell you that throughout most queues, he was kind of oppressive.
Oh no, I'm well aware. Yeah, he was doing really well. But all I'm saying is like, why not just revert the buff? He'd go right back to the way he was, and I bet you people would still play him.
I don't think that was great either. So I don't know. I think we're gonna play around with him, find out where he is, and especially in the next patch, the Q reanimation will be done, and the R will be changed. So I think it'll be nicer.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm a little skeptical. Magnus is probably the character I put the most number of games into this patch, and like, if you just want to, just my opinion on what makes Magnus problematic as a character, it's his ult doing way too much damage.
A lot of damage, yeah.
Way too much
damage. And
damage.
It's a low cooldown.
It's a low cooldown, it's a massive damage, and it's a massive AoE. It's oppressive because it basically means that whenever an opponent is at 1000 HP left, they're dead. Like, the fight's over.
Yep.
You can also just start the fight by doing 1000 damage to the entire enemy team, because it's a fucking massive AoE. That's why, like, I feel like
then you could,
this is not what's being nerfed is not the issue with Magnus.
Yeah.
This is why I'm really frustrated
time,
with this, because it just feels
you
so.
want an ultimate to feel like an ultimate.
But if it did 700 damage instead of 1000 damage,
yeah,
it would still feel like an ultimate. That's
how much it does.
It doesn't do 1000 flat, but it definitely, like, with your spell amp, I can tell you for sure it's doing well over 1000 damage. And you're building him spell amp right now.
Pull up the base damages here.
So.
Where's he at? And I don't really like. I don't think Magnus should be a skill amp character.
Whoa.
That's my opinion.
Whoa.
Like design wise.
No, I mean I agree with you. I just find that that's the most fun way to play him personally.
Yeah, I'm saying like playstyle that's fun, but like
he looks like a tanky character. His kit says I'm a tanky tank and I do tanky tank things. I like having him as a skill amp character. I think it's good for the game.
So it's all at level 3, 700 damage and 2 attack power.
That's fucking insane, dude.
What if we nix that to like 1.5?
If you revert these other changes, you got a deal. Or just like revert the W change. I don't know, like, or at least lower the W change.
The W before.
That's his damage, man.
It was slapping.
It's his only sustained damage. His cooldowns are too long to get sustained damage off of anything else. He had to have something. It was slapping. I'll give you that. Take it to 40, not 30.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. We'll see. I think Magnus will be a good dude to keep an eye on this patch the most.
I have a strong feeling his win rate will tank straight into the dirt, but you know what? It's too early for me to say for sure. Also,
you're going from first or to last.
I have a feeling you'll see that, quite honestly. But his ult still is insane, so maybe not. You know. But then I don't necessarily want him to just be a walking ult either. That's kind of no fun. But anyway, I had one thing I wanted to talk about that's really important to me, which is SA Nadine maybe being a hotfix before the patch goes out. Is there a chance?
Let's see what are we looking at here, Nadine.
Because like if you have all the win rates for everything.
Yeah.
Look at the golden ratio Nadine win rate on every queue.
Can I look at them from my house? Is the question.
Can't you? Isn't that the Google Doc?
I can look at the stats. I mean, I can look at like the dynamic.
Yeah. Oh, you probably have better tools than we do. Yeah.
Oh, you bet I do. All right, let me see here. Nadine, where are you at here? Nadine.
Golden ratio specifically.
Golden ratio, bro. Ooh, that's pretty high.
Ooh, that's pretty high. All right. It's if I am not mistaken, it's the highest non-legendary win rate in the game right now. On at least some of the queues, on at least some of them, I'm pretty sure.
Non-legendary, as
like
not.
I'm not counting.
Gold.
You know, well, I mean, anything that crafts off of a weapon drop or an RNG drop, because those always have incredibly inflated win rates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not counting like Kelt. It's like a 50% win rate or some shit. No one crafts it.
Like Spy Umbrella, 14.5 to Magnus.
Well, I mean, it should have been high because he was very strong right now.
Or what about Hammer of Dagda's Magnus?
Is that high? What is that even at?
12.8, which is above the golden ratio.
Isn't golden ratio at like? Okay, sorry.
8.3.
Look at. Are you looking at 500 LP plus? Or are you looking at everything?
I'm looking at the weapons.
Hang on. Let me. Can you link the thing?
Yeah.
So I can also take a look at it. I don't want to just be like
Am I looking at
spitballing
an
off
old
memory.
version? 826.
It was, as of last night, when I was looking at it last night, it was higher than Spy Umbrella, at least in one of the queues. Let's see.
We're looking at the
500
win
LP.
rate
Wait, that's bone. I
of
mean. Where is it? Nadine golden ratio compared to Spy Umbrella. Yeah, so okay. Look at duo and squad. Sorry, ignore solo just for a second.
yeah.
Squad, it has a 35% win rate, which is the highest of everything that's not RNG drop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like Dineslef is higher, that doesn't count. I guess Ruthenium Marble is a little bit close. It's still not higher than it though. It's the highest win rate. And it's a purple.
24.3.
I'm-
Spy Umbrella.
I'm seeing
Tiers are close.
35%. Spy Umbrella was only at like what, 33?
In teams.
Yeah, in teams. And that's considered so oppressive you had to nerf the shit out of Magnus.
Yeah. I'll look into that one too. Let me.
So can I propose potentially some
My little
changes?
balance notebook. Hang on. Let me get my little balance notebook out.
Because SA Nadine has been a very hot character
Hot
pickup.
button topic.
Yep. And I know you guys just nerfed
We're
golden
right
ratio
here.
bow. It lost 10% spelling it, but can I make a recommendation?
Magnus R. Hang on a sec. Magnus R. Change. W plus or minus. What else did we talk about so far?
Shit. Let me check. I think that was mainly it for like things I actually think should be potentially changed. I think everything else is sort of fine so far. Yeah, I don't have anything else quite yet that I've mentioned. I feel like the Magnus nerfs are just in the wrong direction. Like, nerfing the wrong skills. That's just my opinion.
Let's see, we'll take a look. I don't know. I don't know. I have to find out. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, for SA Nadine, the problem right now is that she is very oppressive with her squirrel traps.
Which is kind of dumb.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very dumb. Like, her power shouldn't be in just, like, literally covering an entire zone with squirrel traps that do, like, 800 damage, and they are super tanky, so you can't kill them quickly. And then she's also just, like, pelting you with, you know, the D skill and the Q doing 1,500 damage or whatever. I think Squirrel Trap should have a slightly higher cooldown at max rank. That's all I would recommend. What's the current cooldown?
For Squirrel Trap?
Yeah, let me check it out.
It looks to be base at 26 to 10 at level 5.
To 10, yeah. So the problem is, like, with a bunch of cooldown reduction, that's getting down to like 7.
With 5 seconds, you get 50%.
Yeah, 7 to 5 seconds, which is it's pretty fucking short for a skill that powerful. That creates that much like zone control, especially in squad. It's an issue.
The thing is, I think since it's visible, it's easy to just shoot.
It's hard. It's like actually hard to target those things.
And I know I think somebody said, I don't know if it's you, somebody said something about that they have like priority over champions with attack.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I'm like 80% sure they have priority over champions for attack move. Yeah. I think traps in general do, or something like that.
I can look into that one as well.
Could be intentional, could be not sure.
Load, can't get my Sissela.
Yeah, so like the problem is that like she puts down a trap every 5 seconds or whatever. They're pretty tanky. They take like 3 to 4 hits. If you try to clear them, she hits you for 1,000 damage, and then just puts another one down once you're done clearing it. It's really fucking annoying. Excuse my language. It's...
How dare you, it's the children's program.
It's incredibly unfun to play against. And I just don't think it should really be in the game in its current state. I think if you added 2 seconds to the cooldown, it might fix the problem. That's all I gotta say. Maybe... Yeah, I think 2 seconds. I think 2 seconds would be enough. Just enough. And keep in mind she can also just place like actual traps down too, so you have to clear those too. And her D has infinite range, and her Q has infinite range, so it's just like... She can safely snipe at you while you're trying to clear them all out. And in team modes, she generally has a couple of bodyguards stopping you from clearing them out. And if you decide to just like run through them, it, what, 70% reduced movement speed or something, and they do a shitload of damage. So that's not really an option either. It's really oppressive.
Especially... I guess her change doesn't... I mean, hey, she's got less damage in team mode, so there you go.
Hey, we take those.
That's all it takes.
She's also gaining a buff on her R though. Like, I'm just saying, you will see her be the most oppressive squad character if you don't nerf scroll traps. Just a heads up.
Yeah, all right, I'll keep an eye on that one.
Because she's already like a top tier pick right now. These Shukai buffs. How about those? It's pretty big. It's like across the board too.
Yeah, it's a little like the HP gain is a little bit like redistributed.
Yeah.
Redistributed. But you know, Q, little touch up. You know, early game, little lower. I don't think it'll be too bad. I don't think people played Shukai enough. So,
how are his numbers actually?
In terms of pick rate?
Yeah, no, win rate, not pick rate.
Win rate. Solo pretty high.
I was gonna say, didn't he have like second highest solo win rate?
First.
Yeah, he is rank 1 in solo win rate right now.
Is that current? Let me see. That sounds high.
It's as of 8/26, which is yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the... Oh, no, you're right. It's still 8/26.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at only 500 plus LP because, like, look, I'm not trying to be elitist or anything, but, you know.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's true. Because he's first place in 500 LP up, but he's 9th overall, like everybody.
Yeah.
In terms of first place in solo.
Wait, what?
So solo. Yeah, right here. Check it out.
How does that work?
Right here. So overall.
Oh, you're saying like including below 500 LP?
Just everybody.
Yeah.
He's 9th.
And I think that's just a case of maybe higher LP players have figured him out a little bit better.
I think, if anything, this is also just conjecture, but I think he's just played less at high LP.
So you're saying that the numbers are more variance based because there's just a low sample size?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I could see that. I'm actually curious.
I don't know. Let's look into it.
All I'm saying is, Shukai is not the character I would have picked for sweeping ratio buffs across the board.
They're buffs. Yeah.
To me, and I can't speak for everyone. To me, Shukai is kind of pretty balanced right now. He's in a good spot. His ult is insanely powerful, and his Q is really strong too. He didn't feel like a weak character.
He's at the 3rd lowest popularity in terms of.
But is popularity really the metric?
500 LP players.
Yeah.
So you're probably right that they have him figured out, but overall, he was a little bit undertuned, and I think going forward, especially in high LPs, they'll find more ways to counter him.
Maybe. He's pretty hard to deal with. His ult's fucking huge. And like his Q is so spammable and it does so much damage. And like I mean yes, he's low mobility.
Slow HP stuff.
I'll give him credit, he has very low mobility, so if you sort of just get on him at the wrong time, he'll just die. But like
his voice lines are pretty funny.
And his voice lines are pretty funny. So that's probably a good reason to not nerf him.
Yeah, I think so. I'll look into that one.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Talk to the director. You can't nerf Show. He's funny.
I'm just saying. I think I'd be willing to bet $5 Shukai top tier in the next patch, just because he was already pretty good before and he's getting pretty big buffs across the board.
These bets. What's your other bet? Nadine strong.
Nadine, if you don't nerf Nadine golden ratio very, very strong in squad and duo. And Shukai being top tier in all queues if this goes through. If the patch notes stay as they are now, that's my bet.
I think.
Oh, and Magnus bottom 5 win rate.
Magnus Poopy.
Yeah, Poopy, big Poopy.
I think. Also show he's not really exciting gameplay wise.
Hey,
people.
I'm with you there. I don't play him. I don't find him interesting.
Yeah.
I think spamming Q is only so fun.
He's goofy and he's got an interesting. It's a very unique playstyle. You know, that with HP damage, but I think that the game likes flashy.
Characters like Jackie are popular for a reason.
Yeah.
I think
even.
Go ahead.
I say that was Yuki's pick rate, even though across in all stats he's kind of weak. Like if you look at him from a straight up perspective,
yeah,
he's actually not bad. But he's fun.
He is fun. I think people like his ult.
He's a little higher. A little bit higher than I thought.
But yeah, I think it might just be his W and his E just kind of feeling bad to use. Like I know you guys are trimming off some of the end latency on his E, which is good. But his W just kind of like boring. I don't know, is that the right word?
It's just like brah.
It's just like a big slap, big AOE slap.
Unfulfilling.
Just sort of underwhelming. Do you mind actually? I'm gonna be right back and use the restroom. Feel free to
talk to chat.
Yeah, entertain chat.
Hello chat. How are you doing today? Oh, cool. Me too. How you doing, Gino? Having a good Tuesday night. Hey, Cheesy HR. How you doing? The biggest change. What happened to the fox animal? I don't know what happened to the fox animal. I'm sorry about the fox. I don't know what happened to the fox animal. I'll research what happened to the fox. Hello. The biggest change. It's not even documented in the patch notes, but in the top right of the lobby, we've replaced the email, the email mailing list icon. We've replaced it with a Reddit icon, so everybody can go join the subreddit. That's the biggest change. It's not even documented. Maybe maybe we'll have the mystery animal reveal party later. We'll see. I actually, funny story. Whenever we were finalizing, what's her name, Sissela, we were finalizing her. I went over to the director of Eternal Return, and I was like, "Hey, can Sissela hurt her teammates in team mode?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, thanks." And I was leaving, and he was like, "Wait." And then he asked somebody else. He's like, "Does Sissela hurt teammates?" And he was like, "No." It's like, "Oh, okay. No, he can't." I'm like, "All right." So yeah, confirmed. Sissela does not hurt her teammates.
Damn, the director really seems to be on his A game.
Well, also, English is not his first language, and I asked him in English. And so there's certainly room for
improvement there.
misunderstanding.
Do you actually, that actually, I'm curious, do you speak like fluent Korean?
Not fluent, but
Can you
it's,
say, hello, my name is Aesop, and I am a game designer at Nimble Neuron in Korean?
yes, I could.
Cool. All right, next topic. So, I really wanted to talk about what were you eating, by the way? So I wanted to talk
Bread.
about next. Bread?
Yeah, I came home and grabbed some bread. You know, I had McDonald's for lunch, so I didn't. You know, I'm a little full still.
So how much HP does that regen?
It's true I didn't make the bread for me, so
okay.
I think it was a regular 300.
So actually, I want to talk about food next.
Food.
That's a good segue.
What about the? Do you see these incredible subtitles for each category though? Also really good.
Oh, it's great, dude. I love it. You should keep doing this, or whoever's doing this, they should be
Me.
they should be given a raise because they're so good at their job.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's great actually. I think this for people who don't like show up to, you know, talk with us, I think this is a really good way for them to like get an idea of like what's going on behind the scenes and like why these changes are being made. It's a good thing to do. I like it a lot.
How much nicer is this website to look at than this Steam patch notes?
Oh, it's much better. I like the yellow. I like the gray background. It's nice.
That's how it looks. That's the gray background and the yellow.
It's good. It's a good color combination. So, food's being changed.
Sure is.
It is being changed. There are changes that are happening to the food, and it's causing them to be different from the way they were before. Opinion?
That sounds good. So yeah, I think they're different.
Yeah. See, I'd agree with you on that one.
I think I still want to have like a big food discussion. Like
I think it needs to happen. I think you need to have
Yeah,
a larger food discussion at some point, because I feel like food is being homogenized in a very uninteresting way.
I kind of agree, because like, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like,
Is the argument like, does it need to be varied? Because
yeah, it's like, one, if your build sends you to like places that say you can't make good food, like that kind of puts you at a disadvantage. Like, do you need to route like your entire build? You need to route it around a place where you can pick up some food?
yeah, so that's currently kind of the case, because lighters equal good food, and that's sort of always been the case.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks. Like,
Oh, I agree, because it sucks for anyone who needs lighters for like their build.
but at the same time, it kind of makes for more of an interesting gameplay. It's like, okay,
Yeah, it's
you
like,
can build different food.
yeah, it's like, well, if I start dock, I know I'm probably gonna have a solid food base for the rest of the game. Like,
Exactly.
it does make the game a little bit more dynamic. Now it's sort of like, well, I can go anywhere, and I'm gonna get the same fucking food I would have gotten if I went anywhere else. A little less dynamic.
I kind of agree, like, but both sides to it. Like,
It's also just kind of boring now, because it's like, do I make the 600 or the 600? Or do I go for the 550? Ooh. Which no one will notice the difference, because it's going to be cut in half because everyone has healing reduction. So I'm healing,
yeah,
what is it, like 20 a tick versus 25 a tick? Like, who cares?
I think maybe there could be like variance in the upper, like maybe that's a big ask to like add more
Upper tier
purple
food.
foods.
Yeah. Where you combine
like,
some things with other things.
yeah,
And you get like a full meal.
That might be on the plate, but I haven't heard much about it.
So if I can toss a game design, free of charge, you don't have to pay me for this, your way. What about adding very small effects to food?
That's hard. But
Is it like small buffs? So like for the duration of you eating,
like wiki buffs kind of thing?
What'd you say?
Like a wickline buff, but smaller?
Kind of like for the duration of you eating a baked carp, you take 5% less damage. So it's like the food you choose to craft
Oh.
matters more based on what you're building. So if you're a spell amp build, maybe you want to go out of your way to craft the food that gives you 5% spell amp, in addition to its healing effect.
They could work.
Like, you know, add little, tiny little extra effects onto your food. Don't let them stack. Either have it only count for the duration that you're eating the food. I think that's probably the best implementation, so it's not like a big ass buff. Or maybe it just gives you like for 30 seconds.
What about
gives you a little buff?
What about multiple foods giving you multiple buffs at the same time?
You're saying what if that happened?
Yeah, like what would be better? Like what do you like one buff, one food, one buff?
I think you should have one buff ever. I don't think you should be allowed to stack them up. I don't want the meta to be like I eat 10 different food at the same time.
Get all the different buffs and shit.
So, oh yeah, the Gino brings up a good point. Dylan already sort of has that when she drinks alcohol, she gains attack speed.
I was thinking of that.
So it's sort of already in the game a little bit. You could either have it so eating a food gives you a buff, and then if you eat a different food, it will replace the buff, or you can just have it for the duration of you eating that food, it gives you that little bit of a buff.
Whichever food you eat last is the buff.
Because most people eat food in combat. You know what I mean? So I think either could work. That one's free of charge.
Yeah, well,
my gift to you. I don't know. I think it's a way to vary food up without like making them have a bunch of healing on them. And it could be small. Don't make it big. Don't make the effect so noticeable. Just make it an effect so players want to play around with it. You know what I mean? Give people a reason to go look for herbal medicine. Give them a reason to go look for curry croquettes. Give them something to play with.
I could vibe on that.
Yeah. That's my 2 cents. What else? Do you think the trap change is going to be enough to reduce the trap meta? Like, do you have data on traps being too good? Like, is that data you can track?
Not entirely at the moment. Like, for me at least. Like, damage in general, it's kind of tricky to keep in check in our database. Like, there's a lot going on back there with damage, and so to see like how much damage X trap is doing, it's not trivial.
So I had a question. The trap formula is not on the wiki for the damage they do. Do we know if it's affected by defense? Can you mitigate trap damage, or is it true damage? Because it feels like true damage from using them a bunch. It feels like I'm chunking people unmitigated.
I will check right now.
Thank you.
Who should I play? How about Agent? She's got one of the best lines.
And something I've discussed pretty often, I think I mentioned it last night too. Currently, in my opinion, Trap Mastery maxes out way too fast. If you craft 12 double guillotines, you'll get to around trap level 11 to 14. And if you use 2 of them and hit an enemy with them, you should be about trap level 20 already. Which, in my opinion, is far too quick.
Yeah.
Most masteries don't cap out at all, let alone like early into the game. And I think right now traps are sort of oppressive in how much damage they do in addition to their utility. And I feel like rather than nerfing traps, I feel like maybe nerfing how quickly you gain mastery would be a good way to change things. Also, if anyone else has an opinion on traps or on my idea, feel free to throw it in the chat so we can talk about it, get a dialogue going. Because, I don't know, I don't want to just say my opinion. I'm sure other people have dealt with the traps enough to have an opinion at this point.
Dude, I'm gonna test something here. It's gonna be hard to test. Because these dumb bots, they move around too much. Alright, stop shooting me. So, what's the trap that we want to get here?
Double guillotine.
Double guillotine. All right.
Because that does the most damage.
340. Trap damage 340.
And don't forget to check your mastery as well, because that's going to be factored in.
I'm just straight up level. I just bought it from my inventory. You don't need to.
Gotcha. Well, if you do damage with it, though, it's going to level up your mastery.
Let me restart my game anyway to see if I got Sissela. I think my coworker gave me Sissela.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even have to pay for it.
I was actually curious. Is there any plans to make newly released characters cost more than other characters? And then have their prices drop when new characters come out?
The League of Legends model?
Is that how League does it? I think League does it that way. I know other games do it that way. I know Siege does it that way.
7,800. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. The thing is about this game is that it's really hard at the moment for us to make money.
Yep.
So I don't know how we're gonna make money.
That's been a concern of mine too.
Spend money?
Nothing to spend money on at the moment. I assume skins are on the way, but I assume they're also kind of far away.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all gotta get that bag somehow, right?
To be honest, I'm speaking totally off the record here, but making video games is really hard.
Yeah?
Turns out.
You don't say.
Don't quote me on that.
Oh, I won't.
But it's hard. Alright, double guillotine.
Thank you for that.
Alright. Alright, what am I checking here? Did I put down this double thing?
Keep in mind, yeah, when it does damage, it does level up your trap mastery a shit ton, so...
how about, what if I get max mastery? And
sure, yeah, that would be best.
Alright. Let me max that bad boy off. What's the mastery button?
V. To check it, it's V.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we're maxed. I'm level 20. What you gonna do? Level 7 Jackie bot. Oh She took damage. She took damage.
It probably killed her.
She took about 600.
Yep, about 560 damage, right? Ish.
Yeah.
Something like that. Let's do 340.
Yeah.
Let's do some math.
She took it. The trap base damage is 340.
So with max mastery, it should do about 612 damage on the dot.
Leave me alone.
Did it do about 612 damage?
Let's see. I'm gonna get a straight up dummy bot. There's nobody here to bother me. Okay. Put it down. Alright, double guillotine. Oh, Fiora. Fiora went from 1179 to about 570.
Doesn't it show the number above? Like, doesn't
I missed it.
Oh, okay.
I missed it.
Well, it sounds like it did about 600 damage, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it sounds like it's doing true damage.
She didn't really have anything. Let me see here.
I suppose you can't, like, give the bots defense, can you?
Ooh, I hurt myself. Not really, no. Let me, oh, F10, that's smart bomb. Okay. Oh, I can check. I can test it on myself. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
So we have smart bomb. What's smart bomb?
Wait,
smart bomb is 450.
450?
Right.
So with max mastery, you should do about 810, I think.
810, and I have no armor. So smart bomb. What's the number? 810. I go from 2374. So I took about 400 damage.
Do you have max mastery?
Yes.
That's weird. It
Maybe
should.
that's not actually smart.
I don't think that's working properly then. Unless it was calculating pre-mastery, since you were hurting yourself with your own bomb somehow? How are you hurting yourself with your own bomb?
It's a summon bomb. It's not like a game bomb. It's like a...
You could just like
a...
create it.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe it's not counting your mastery since you're not putting it down?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll check this dummy. So this dummy has... This dummy's got 99,999 health.
Okay.
They put a trap on it. It's got no... I don't know. Yeah, it's got no items, no defense, no armor. So that's not going to help me. 612. She took 612 damage.
That's for the double guillotine.
Yeah. And that's the base damage, is 612.
For double guillotine with max trap mastery, that's exactly how much damage it should do, according to the math.
That's how much it did. So how can I test it? I gotta give somebody some armor here. Where you at, bad guy? Can I test it on bear?
Yeah, it should work. Unless
got 100.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, bear's got. All right,
bear's got defense, right?
Yeah, 612.
It's doing true damage.
Oh boy, that's
kind of always has been doing true damage.
I hadn't even realized that.
Oh, I had.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yep.
That's a problem.
Is it? Is that not intentional? Because we haven't had the formula set. Because it's not attack power. It's not based on your attack power. It's not a spell.
True.
It is like summon damage.
I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't do true damage.
I mean, I don't think it should do true damage. 612 true damage nukes? What do you think I've been crafting so many double guillotines for? Those things shred.
Yeah.
And you're hitting max trap mastery after like 2 hits, so it's doing 612 true damage.
Yeah, but you idiot.
Trust me, these things are really fucking strong.
So I one hit the Kiara.
The Kiara?
Yeah, the Kiara, or not Kiara, Sissela. I get the names.
Ooh, you got me excited.
Yeah. The Kiara, there is no Kiara yet, sadly,
damn.
so I can't.
Yeah, so the thing is that like these traps, they're already bringing 1 second stuns or roots. Like those effects are really strong, and they're also doing a shitload of true damage. So
damn. Okay.
You could see why having 16 of them is really powerful. And yet we're out here nerfing Magnus SMH.
SM.
Shaking my SMH.
My head. SMH my head, dude. Alright, let me test this. Let's check this bad boy out with cooldown reduction. Sissela. What do we got? What's this? 10%. 25. That's 35.
You just do like Queen of Hearts version it. Veritas.
Version of and then Emerald Tablet. So I'm at, double check, 50%. By Q, by E, 2 seconds.
Ooh, shit.
Q, by E.
Do you have to Q again to E, or can you just keep Eing?
You can E your teammates. Like, it's kind of an Oriana ball.
Yeah. But you don't have to Q again in order to E multiple times in a row, right?
You can E yourself.
Yes.
And you get the 3 second cooldown.
So the 2 second cooldown.
Yeah. The 3 second. No, 3 second. It's the 3 second cooldown. It reduces it by 3 seconds, so it's 2 seconds.
Yeah, so I'm saying a 2 second cooldown.
Yeah. Would it be a 3 second cooldown?
5 minus 3 is 2.
Yeah, but it's 3 second cooldown.
What?
Reduction.
Okay, yes.
I'm omitting. Okay. Shut up. Okay, so yeah, so you could do it, but you have to. You can't pull and shield yourself without queuing first.
Okay, so you can't just spam E on yourself?
No, you want me to show you? Yeah, I'll show
Yeah,
you.
can you stream it? I want to see this.
I'll stream this.
This is legal enough.
This is tomorrow's thing. Where is it? Let me minimize everything so you can't see my
You know, to show me.
secrets.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't be shared.
I don't need you. I don't need your secrets. I just need your Sissela data. Let me see this. This will be short enough, so I'm not going to put it on stream.
So, your E is just so from your location.
Okay, so you can't hit yourself without the Q being out. Okay.
No, but if you queue away and then you pull yourself,
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Oh, and it reattaches it.
Pull yourself. Yeah.
Oh, that's still crazy though.
Away. And then
That's
you can
pretty
also-
significant, man. Is that? That's wild.
Yeah. You can queue yourself and then go away.
So okay, can you just E a teammate over and over without putting the Q out?
Yeah.
Ooh. You just run around tickling
That's
your teammate.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you queue. But you know, you gotta get 50% for this first.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's gonna be broken on without little work. God, that looks like a sperm when you use E.
Gotta do.
It really.
Alright.
all right. I don't need to look at your sperm anymore. All right, so that's cool.
Just E yourself and get the shield. So I think in team that'll be a little better. But
Yeah. I think that's gonna be kind of nuts in team, but we'll see. But yeah. Anyway, so that's. I don't know if there's anything else I really. Is there anything else that's on my mind? Oh yeah. So okay. We're nerfing spell amp items across the board. Why?
it's not good.
You kind of cut out
Spell
there. What'd you say? You said spell amp good?
Spell amp is just good on everybody.
Yeah.
You know, there's just
Isn't that okay though?
nobody. Yeah, but I don't think that spell amp should be entirely like a build on its own.
Oh.
In my opinion, I think it should be like I don't like. This is just also my opinion. I didn't talk about spell amp with anybody at the office.
Sure.
But
You think? Go ahead.
yeah, like I feel like it should be a secondary stat. You know, like if you're playing League, you know, like, oh, I gotta build all the move speed items unless you're like Hecarim. It's
Right,
like a secondary.
Right. You don't like the idea of people stacking a single stat.
I don't like. It shouldn't be good. Like if you stack cooldown reduction, you're missing out on damage. If you
Yeah, I
stack
agree.
defense, you're missing out on damage. If you stack attack power, you're missing out on defense. If you stack skill amp, you get damage. You just miss out on auto attacks.
You don't
which
get
is
a lot
like-
of defense. You're
Yeah,
pretty squishy.
exactly. But you still get damage.
Yeah.
Like you get
If you
damage.
build damage, you get damage. That makes sense to me. I agree.
Yeah, but like attack power, you get attack power and you can get normal attack damage. You can get so like you get attack power, your skills are better.
Well, technically,
It's
I'm
hard.
gonna throw it back at you. If you get attack power, you both get auto attack damage and you get skill power, because every skill has attack power ratios.
Or maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. I just don't think. I think the intention is like a parallel to like AD and AP, where you know there's no AP. There's just
AD in this game,
Yeah,
and then
AD
like
and skill
increasing the damage that comes from the skill. It's just sort of how it works.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it's like I don't know.
I just don't know. Like, I think my issue right now is that spell amp is really hard to build. The items are all over the place. All the weapons need lighters. Because that's you mentioned that before. Is that like the way the game is designed? You want specific stats to come from specific materials, right? And right now, spell amp weapons take lighters. No, they take lighters. Every spell amp weapon has a lighter in it.
Do they also have gold? I thought gold was the spell amp item.
Not for weapons. It's the spell amp item for everything else, but for weapons, it's lighters.
For weapons, it's lighters.
They all take like ash or poison or heated rocks in some cases.
Spell amp. What are the spell amp items for?
Like let's talk Devil's Marksman, that takes an ash. Fang Mace takes heated rocks. Spy Umbrella is poison. Golden Ratio is heated rocks. Elemental Bow is ash. These are all lighter based weapons.
There are a lot of lighters.
Every single one I can think of takes a lighter. Now consider, lighters are high demand. It's hard to get lighters, so if you want them, you have to spawn on them, right? But then every single spell amp item takes gold, right? Everything else takes gold. So if you need spell amp, you also need gold. So you gotta pick, am I gonna get lighters or am I gonna get gold? And I'll be honest, it's really fucking hard to get both. Because they both get taken. So in my opinion, spell amp is already incredibly difficult to build because it's a bunch of high demand materials. And they're not very convenient. There's no one path that full builds a spell amp build in like 4 areas conveniently. It's all spread out. I think that's actually fine. I have no issue with that. Here's where I have issues. The crit set. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this before. I'm sure you've heard us mention it before. It's like a 3-zone build. Yeah. And it's not getting nerfed. And it's the best fucking build in solo queue right now. It's been that way for like a while. Like here, can you do me a favor? Are you still in game? Can you go to save plans?
Oh, okay. My game. Oh, I lost, dude. Second place.
You gotta work on that.
Yeah. Oh, she ended up winning. Alright, built.
Okay, so you,
what am I at here?
Save plans? Okay, so
yep.
Do me a favor, add any character, doesn't matter. Do Jackie. Okay. Let's just say Jackie for the sake of the argument. Jackie, go to axes, or like go make an axe build. Put beam.
Oh man, I gotta get rid of my suit.
Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Beam axe.
Beam axe, optical camo suit, crystal tiara, Creed of the Night.
Slow down.
Yeah, sorry. Crystal tiara. Optical camo suit. Creed of the Night.
Camo suit. Creed of the Night. Creed of the Night is my favorite item.
Oh, I love Creed of the Night. It's so good.
Creed of the Night.
Bucephalus.
Bucephalus.
I just like saying phallus. What can I say?
I wanted to change that.
It's really it's really funny. And say you can do magazine or flower of fate. Probably magazine, just for the sake of the argument. All right. Now, once you have that selected, select for your route. Select. We'll do the three area just to drive the point home. Dock, cemetery, hospital.
My piano wire.
You're only missing piano wire, which is found in chapel between those 2 zones, those 3 zones. Yeah. So on your way to cemetery from dock, you'll get your piano wire probably.
Yeah.
So contrast that with spell amp. Contrast that with spell amp, where everything's all over the place and it's a fucking pain in the ass to build because the stuff you need is highly contested, lighters, gold, etc. You have crit, which builds in one night because it's just 4 very quick zones that are all next to each other with no fast travel. And it's great. It's not like it's a weak build. You're having people, you're having Dylans, Fioras, Jackies, all these characters can do it. They all get 6 items by the time day 2 starts. Like, it's insane. And it scales in the late game, it's still strong.
The axe kind of sucks, but it doesn't matter because it could be any...
Yeah, I'm just using it as an example. Yeah. You can do the Dylan Fist, you can do Fiora 18-foot Spirit, all you're going to miss is the carbonated beverage or whatever. The point stands. It builds too fast. And it's not being nerfed in the same way. Like, Spell-Amp's been nerfed 2 patches in a row. Like, 2% per item, 2 patches in a row. and it's still a pain in the ass to build.
Last,
Last patch, the
I
same
think
nerf happened.
I think this uh, skill amp is in preparation for the new throw items because here and Sissela are very skill based.
But this kind of
So
hits
with these,
everyone else across the board, though.
yeah. But we'll keep an eye. I do agree that the crit might be too strong.
I would love it if that build got disrupted somehow. Put some of the recipes or some of the materials in other places, or just like change the recipes around a little bit. It's been a problem. It's a really hot topic among at least the NA top players. Everyone complains about it all the time. I don't think you could ask a single one of them and they'd go, "Yeah, I fucking love it." Well, maybe unless they're winning with it.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is totally unrelated, but we need in Asia we're doing pretty good, but we need some NA players. Who do you know that we can get to play this game and spread popularity?
You mean like popular streamers and stuff?
It's like, yeah, like who do you know that you think would like this game
I
that I
know,
could reach
like
out to?
personally.
No, like
Oh, just like
yeah,
like
who do you know? Yeah,
I was gonna say I got nothing for you, man. um,
anybody, because we gotta find some people.
man, that's such a
NA
tough
queue
question.
times are long.
And it needs a little bit of love. It needs a little
Yeah,
boost in
I'm
popularity.
trying, man.
You're doing your best. Um,
Only one man.
man,
Scara.
Cheesy Saskara. Yeah, that's kind of an idea. I think I would probably my obvious picks would just point to any league players because they are the ones who generally have popularity still.
The thing about
But they
league
all have
players
high price tags, I bet.
and league players don't bring viewers because their viewers just want to watch league.
Yeah,
They're they're like, I don't
yeah.
want to go.
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest. I'm a pretty bad person to ask. I don't follow a lot of streamers. I don't follow who's popular in the MOBA scene. Your best bet is to maybe ask around. My chat can probably give you some good ideas. I feel bad this is not my wheelhouse. I saw
Let me get.
mention Seth scene tack or
Yeah,
whatever.
I did message him. I didn't get anything back.
Yeah, I assume he's a busy dude. That dude's kind of massive. The thing about him is he gives the games he reviews a really, really fair shake. But
Yeah.
I mean, he probably just gets a billion messages a day, so
Yep.
might be
Hey,
shooting a
well,
little high
play
on that
my
one.
game. But I'm like, but my game's good. Play my game. It's good.
Yeah, I guess you got unlucky then.
So
You gotta flash a higher price tag then.
everybody, head over to eternalreturn.nimbleneuron.rocks and buy the founder pack. Use guys' link below so we can get some money.
Yeah, hey, if you want this game to exist for at least another year, spend some fucking money on it, please. You don't even have to use my link. Just give these people money. They kind of fucking deserve it.
We are hurting, but
Do you
it
have
sucks
sponsors?
to see NA players. Yeah, we like we got business stuff going on, but
Yeah.
I hate to see NA players waiting in long ass queue times.
I get like on a good day I get like 10-minute queues every queue.
That sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. It's not good for viewership, but I also don't really care that much about viewership. But I mean, if anyone wants to actually get like, yeah, if anyone comes in with like 1,000 viewers and they have to sit there while their streamer waits in a 10-minute queue, that's not good.
Will the game be free to play at launch? Yes, it will. Free to play.
I'm trying, man.
Probably.
You know, if you can give me 1,000 people to watch my streams every day,
yeah,
I'll be that guy for you. I got you.
I do not want to work for a game that I don't believe in. And I think that Eternal Return as a game is making all the right moves.
I mean, you know, Magnus nerfs aside, I agree with you.
In a macro sense, like, some Magnus bullshit.
No.
I think
I agree with you. I love this game.
it's a really good game.
It's a good game, and you guys care, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, find another game where you're gonna be able to talk to one of the devs on the stream.
Oh,
it can happen.
It's never happened before. This is a treat. Every time we get this opportunity, it makes me really happy. I enjoy the shit out of this.
The original X Rival does make money from skins, gotcha, the whole thing, you know, especially the big big player base and throughout Asia.
Yeah.
But
I
don't
look,
care about them. I want my North America friends.
I'm with you. I've kind of look. This might sound a little bleak. I've mentally resigned myself to accepting a 140 ping experience in playing this game eventually. I hope that's not the case, but it's doing well in Asia. I'll say that.
I don't accept that.
God, I don't want to accept that either.
I mean, my ping is like 2, but I don't accept everybody else.
Dude, if I could play on 2 ping, I'd be taking the weights off.
It's really hard because everybody in the Korea server is super good.
Yeah, and I have to deal with them with 140 ping.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. They can do things I can't do.
Get your ARAM friends, get them on here, tell them we're good.
I have gotten so many like actual people into this game.
Right, even my friends back home, you know, I'm like, hey, play my game. They're like, no, that's stupid. And then they play it. They're like, wow, okay, it's actually pretty good. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone I show this game to says this game's like actually fun. They stick with it.
Right, that's the it's like actually fun.
Someone trash talk the walking animations.
The walking animation.
I don't
anything.
I don't hate the walking animations in this game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, we can sit here and talk about patch notes for 3 hours, but it doesn't matter if we can't save NA, right?
Email and Skara.
Skara's a good choice. Yeah. No, I think Skara's a good choice. I think it's just, do you want to shoot a wider net?
For the moon, baby.
No. Scar's the moon, right? Like, he's good. But like, do you want to shoot a wider net and just get like a bunch of people potentially? I don't know how it works necessarily.
Yeah, so we're working on some marketing stuff going on. Like Scar's probably he's probably got 1 million followers.
Oh, he's dude's massive. He's got a following.
He's got 1 million. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Look, all I can say.
I'm gonna go and close the email.
I'm friends. I don't even think Scar would give you the time of day. No offense. You know, I am friends with an ex like pro league player, LCS season 2. Gino knows him too. He doesn't stream though, so he has no following. He's actually played the game before too.
Boy, Boxbox has 1.7 million. Boxbox has more viewers or followers than Skara, the old Riven main.
Yeah, no.
The guy, season 2. Let me guess.
There's no way you'll guess it. He got me and Gino into the game.
And he was in LCS.
He was in LCS. I think it was season 2. It might have been season 3 actually. I don't know. I don't remember. One of those early seasons.
3 Coast Nintendo X.
It was not Nintendo X. No.
Season 3. LCS.
It was definitely one of those teams though, where it's like not a huge.
Vulcan.
It's not. It was not Vulcan. It was not Vulcan. Season 3 apparently. It's not Dignitas.
Velocity.
It's not Velocity.
Oh.
Wait, was it Velocity? No, I thought it was.
I actually knew a guy from Velocity.
Hang on, I have to see the list of team names.
It's not Velocity.
It's not Velocity. I'll say it's not Velocity. I think. I think it's. Was it Cog? I think you might have been on Cog.
Complexity.
Or Complexity. I think that's what it was. I think it was Complexity. Yeah, it's Complexity. Complexion.
There's 100 players on Complexity. All right. Shouts out to your boy, Man Cloud. Mandatory Cloud.
Nope. Even less
He was a-
relevant.
Yeah, I said he knows. Not probably because he's still around.
I was gonna say, Manicloud's probably still got like a following at this point.
It's Broken Shard now.
It's not Broken Shard.
No.
It's not West Strides.
MIA. MIA. No, can't be.
No.
Lauder Mortis. No.
Nope.
I like that guy.
That guy's pretty cool.
Bubba Dub. Don't know him.
Nope.
Brunch. Don't know him.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah, Brunch.
Yep, Brunch.
Hey, shouts out Brunch.
Yeah, my boy Brunch. He got me into this game. I wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't for him.
Shouts out Brunch you, your boy Josh. Tell Josh I said what up.
Dude, I will tell him now. You know, I'll DM him right now. Yo, Gino, shoot him a at in the server. Tell him Aesop says hi. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the chances of you getting a big time streamer is not high.
We had Trump was our biggest.
Ooh, you got Trump? The president of the United States? That's crazy.
Yeah.
He took his time out.
Yeah. He was like too busy, you know, bottling the corona effort.
Yeah, ruining the anyway.
And he was like, hey, yo, shouts out to
Eternal Return.
No, Trump originally played the original Black Survival, so he was down to play the new one. So.
Well, shit. When's that gonna happen?
Yeah. Oh, a Dota streamer. Yeah, that was Lukey. I bet it was Lukey. Lukey was my boy.
When's the Trump thing gonna happen?
That happened. That was the last one.
Oh.
But
shit.
I should ask Lukey again if he's still down. He was a cool guy.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Like 1 second.
Sure. You found the game through Lukey. We gotta get back on Lukey.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, if Lukey got my boy to start playing, who got me to start playing, Lukey got Ashen to start playing. So maybe that's another one you should go for. Okay, so actually, wait, are you talking?
Chat.
Oh, I was gonna say your mic was like really quiet for some reason.
Away from it.
So here's another thing. Can I talk personal beef with something regarding the game? That's a bad look for the game in my opinion. I'm sorry if you had a hand in this. I don't want to shit talk it. You're really quiet. You are completely unhearable. Can anyone confirm?
How about that?
Much better.
Alright.
Okay, so on the Steam page, the video on the Steam page, I can't stand it.
Which one? The first one?
Like the dubstep-y one? And let me find it.
I like the song.
You like it?
Do not, dude. I don't like.
Oh, I fucking despise it. It's so cringy to me.
But here's the thing about the song. Royalty free.
Man, there's so much better royalty free you could have gone for though.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh god, I'm listening to it. Oh. Please do something else.
Yeah.
I'm begging you. It's so bad.
I don't like that.
Like,
actually, literally, look in the discussions on Steam. There was a.
Hang on, let me find it. How do you find discussion?
It's
Community Hub?
It's. You can just click. Are you on the Steam page?
Yeah, I'm on the Steam page right now.
Right on the right panel, it says View Discussions.
Oh, I found it. Okay, I'm in discussions. What's up?
What's the newest post, that isn't pinned?
Isn't pinned. The dubstep in the page video. Tells me all I need to not play this game, lol. Please. It's so bad. It's
Well, here's the thing.
I think
I
that
didn't have a hand in
turns.
that.
Oh, I don't think you did, but I think it turns people right off of the game. No one. If I saw that, I would not play this game. Straight up.
Oh.
Like if that was my only exposure to the game, I would click away. I'm not kidding.
I don't like that.
That's why I'm telling you. I wouldn't tell you that if I didn't truly feel that way. I would just go, oh god, that's so dated. I'm out of here. The video is fine. It's whatever, but it's fine. The music, that's not good.
I might just change it.
You could just change it. Like I've been embarrassed. Like when they posted that video on Twitter, I would have been embarrassed to share. I chose not to because I would not want my friends to see that because I would want a better look for the game. What was the first video's BGM?
It was kind of guitar-y metal.
That's fine to me. To me, that's actually perfectly fine. That's fine to me. I think the really crappy, cheapy, or cheesy, cheap dubstep, terrible look for the game.
It's a good way to notice this. I agree. I don't like it.
That's my take though. I feel not to put any shade on anyone who did make that.
It's kind of like you remember those montage parodies?
Yeah. It's the kind of shit you would
of.
use in that. It feels so intentionally awful, but it's not trying to be awful. So I don't know. I'm really trying not to be negative. That's something I feel very strongly about. I really think that's bad for the game, and I think it's turning people away.
The guy who makes the videos is also the guy who makes the anime, like the models and stuff.
Well,
so,
he does a great job on animations and everything. I just think his music choice here is just not good. That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that one. Like we gotta stop that.
Yeah, leave my name out of it. I don't want to be excommunicated.
Yeah.
Just say some people have said. But yeah.
The guy.
But yeah. Anyway, that's something I really needed to bring up because I think that's turning away any players as well. I mean, if that discussion on the community hub should be enough to tell you that it's turned away at least one player. If I wasn't already invested in the game by the time I saw that, it would have turned me away too. So.
True.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do about that. I'll write that down.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Dubstep sucks.
The dubstep sucks.
Dubstep sucks.
And I think a lot of people in the chat also, as soon as I started playing it on the stream, said, "Ah, yeah, Lamau, that music is so bad. It's very dated, etc." Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think this is a very hot take.
That's for the weirdos. You guys don't like dubstep royalty free?
Royalty free.
A song for it.
Hey, yeah. Put some like smooth jazz over it. It's not necessarily that's dated. I just genuinely think that is terrible dubstep. It's so grating and like it's just so cheesy too. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right.
Great. See what I can do. I don't like it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad. I'm glad we're all in agreement on that one.
Hey, how dare you? I spent 45 minutes on that video.
like Alt said, yeah, it feels like it's supposed to be used for an ironic deep fried MLG montage. That particular song.
Yeah.
You could have put like some like trance over it if it needs to be EDM. Didn't need to be blub 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 crazy ass dubstep.
Right. Okay. Alright, anything else? Anything else in the nose? I gotta go eat more food.
Oh shit! It's playing again. Okay, thank you. God, I almost had to listen to it twice. Sorry, I don't mean to talk your offer for forever. I should go to bed too. It's late for me. It's like 5 in the morning. No, that's it. I think that's about it. We pretty much covered it.
9 p.m.
Yeah, I wish it was 9 p.m. right now.
Go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Rain 2. I'm gonna go play that.
Hey, you like Risk of Rain?
Yeah, I'm playing this egg one every single go. How do you win?
Hey man, you're asking the right guy. I speedrun that game.
Okay. Okay. Give me some tips.
Hey, Stonk.
While I play.
Okay.
This is now Risk of Rain 2 Steam.
Have you tried playing Loader before?
I just unlocked it.
Loader's really fun. I think.
And I stacked Focus Crystal.
Yeah, Focus Crystals, they do well. Kajaro's bands and Runald bands, if you can get those do a lot for you too.
I don't think I've unlocked those yet.
Oh yeah, I think you have to go to like, there's like a secret tunnel in the desert stage. I think is where you unlock those. Loader's super fun. And honestly,
Wait, hey, what are we talking about here?
Kajaro band
What are they
and
called?
Kajaro, Kjaro. Kajaro.
Katara Band.
And Runald's band. Runald.
Kataro's brand. If the player has both, they will not. Okay, what is this?
It just like does a bunch of damage when you hit people.
Runic Flame Tornado. What's the other one? Is that the same thing?
One of them does like a frost thing.
Ice Blast.
Yeah.
I see.
One of them does a fire tornado. They make you like, they will make your punches do a shitload of damage, basically. They added a lot of damage.
Not beat the game. I've gotten the Mithrix guy.
Mithrix is
100
hard,
times,
man. Mithrix is
and I
really
haven't
hard.
Beaten him. I don't know if I should be doing that. I don't know.
But yeah, Risk of Rain's fun. I actually love that game. I love Risk of Rain so much. I've actually like sped ran Risk of Rain 1 at like AGDQ before. I don't know if you've heard of those events.
I didn't work for a game company. You think I don't know about that stuff?
All right. Well, just know that I love Risk of Rain so much. I performed it live at one of those events before, so that shit owns. And Risk of Rain 2 is super fun too.
So wait, Stonk, where do you get? How do you get Runald bands?
So
You go to the desert.
yeah. So there's like a tunnel in the desert. You have to
Talking about
like
the desert with the rope on the outside.
yeah that one.
Okay.
So there's little what were they called, like plates all around the map. I think if you hold one of them down or something, there's like a door that opens. There's like buttons basically. You can open a secret door, and then you go down there and you fight two like big Lemurians, and then after you kill them, it should unlock the two bands, I think. I don't know if you can do it by yourself. Can you?
I've been playing with my buddy, so.
Yeah, so if you have teammates, you should be fine. I think one of them or two of them have to stand on them. Oh, you can push a pot onto it. Okay. Because there's two buttons you have to have held down. And that opens a secret gate that's over in like the open area. I don't know where like the ropes are, like you mentioned. You've probably seen it before and just didn't know what it was.
I probably did. I'm pretty dumb at that game.
Hey, what if this is a joke? Stonk doesn't play these kinds of games. Stonk is a fairly large streamer, and
would you like to play my game? I'll give you some characters or something.
He definitely like just does not play this kind of game though.
It's true. I see that on the list here. My game is nothing like I want to be the guy.
Unfortunately, you do die a lot in this game though. Fairly similar.
I do love rhythm games.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I got nothing else to bring up. Risk of Rain 2 is awesome. If you ever want to play sometime, I'd be down.
I think I'm gonna add Risk of Rain to Eternal Return.
Dude, can you?
The new patch is we are now Risk of Rain.
We are now Risk of Rain 2, a massively successful indie roguelike.
God, that's us now.
God, you look so much like Hapu, the developer from Seattle. I can't believe I didn't recognize you from the first glance.
Yeah, I moved to Korea. Found my hand at a totally different game.
Well,
Aesop
shit.
is dead inside. I'm alive, man.
Dude, you do sound a little frustrated at the state of NA. Can't say I blame you though.
I want it to be good.
I want it to be good too.
There's so much potential.
Is there any way that the NA team's ever going to expand, or is it just going to be you forever?
I mean, it's not just me. Like my coworkers they do stuff with me in for NA, but I'm the only person from NA, and so I know way more about like in my team by far. I'm the person most knowledgeable about games in general, and so it's like
Wait, like just like playing games, or just like from a game design perspective?
like kind of both. Like, I mean, I think because I've been playing games my entire life, you know, like that's like was my thing. But like some people are like, yeah, it's like a hobby. I play Overwatch every once in a while.
What?
I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
I'm about it. Yeah.
What? How do people live that way? I don't get it. Are you telling me games aren't supposed to be like everything I do in my free time?
Yeah.
What?
Like, I like to write songs, but also I don't want to play games.
Yeah, like what?
Who comes up with the balance patch notes? Asian, what's like all of them? Like there's a team for that. Like we all work together, and that's not like just like one guy's balancing. There's like a whole thing.
We're pretty much wrapping up the balance patch notes discussion, Kami. We've pretty much covered everything. Why do you hear Aesop? He's behind you. Look behind you. Surprise.
I used the dagger skill to get there.
well, but a little bit slower now because it's only 40% movement speed.
That's a bit. It took me a little longer to get there. It's an echo.
No, I'm glad they nerfed Mistleton. They also nerfed the Fiora like activation damage. Rip Spellant Fiora.
Okay, Kami, I am not the post office. I've been trying. We've been tracking these rings.
Yo, when am I gonna get some of those phone rings?
I know.
I didn't sign up for them, but I still want them. Can I get a handout?
It costs like $25 to mail a single poster. So.
Holy crap! What the fuck?
And it's because of the coronavirus. So.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Yeah. Which one is it Mistleton? Is that the?
It's the legendary rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did sort of get the crap nerfed out of it.
I don't know. That was my favorite weapon.
Well, now it's not.
Scroll down. Let me see it.
Where the hell is it? It's, right here. Yeah, Magnus has been picked up and expertly dumped into the trash can.
Kami, the new GMs are Japanese and Chinese, so they will not have much interaction with you, I suppose. Yeah, I kind of don't like that Mistleton buff because it.
Wait, that's considered a buff? What?
Or sorry, nerf.
Okay.
it takes away. Oh, hey, Red Snow. That it takes away. I should have known it was Red Snow because they're the only person. Red Snow uses emotes in every message, and I've noticed that.
Sometimes people just have a way of.
I respect it, nothing against it. You know, but it's
a distinctive way of talking.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell.
Very recognizable.
Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. I think why try? I don't think how it is. The Mistleton should be legendary.
It doesn't feel legendary anymore.
Yeah.
I also just never understood. Are they ever going to standardize what makes a legendary weapon? Is it an RNG animal drop? Because Mistleton doesn't even build out of one. So
I really do not know.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
I think maybe because the Mistleton builds
out of
from a
chest piece.
Yeah, from a chest piece, which is kind of random.
It is very strange.
But like that kind of hurts. Like if you could build the chest piece, or you could sacrifice that and build another chest piece.
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah, it's a little strange.
It's weird, but
What you gonna do about it?
Literally nothing, except
but
bitch
can
about it on the
do something
internet
about it.
at 5 in the morning.
I'll look into it. I kind of regret because I like that weapon a lot. Like the whole weapon, the whole build was just that and oh god, what's the shield? My favorite item I was talking about earlier. I forgot the name.
Creed of the Night.
Creed of the Night. Yeah. That was just my build, and then whatever else I happened to get along the way. And I was like, all right, that was it. You win.
But now it doesn't even have crit chance. So,
Yeah, so now it's not. That was it.
yeah. I would almost venture to say it's probably worse than a lot of her purple rapiers now. I just don't really get it. But who am I? Who am I to say? I'm not a Fiora player, really. Nor am I working on the game.
I like Fiora. I like Fiora, but that was kind of the build. So now I gotta see what we got going on with that. You guys, what it be? How it do?
Hell yeah. Yeah. Got any final words? Got any closing statements?
I think that's it. Make sure you guys, all the viewers in here, make sure everybody tells their friends to play my game. Because it's awesome.
Give this man money, basically.
I don't even want the money. I just want everybody to play it, see how good it is, so then I can play in queue, and then I can tell everybody, yeah, I made that game.
I agree with you.
Where do I get the raw video for the second trailer? Yeah, I want the big dick status. I gotta tell everybody I made the game.
You just want to flex with all your hot game developer friends. Be like, look at me, I made Risk of Rain 2. I mean, I made
I made that one.
Eternal Return, and they won't. Instead of them saying, "You made what?" they'll say, "Oh, Eternal Return. I know that game."
That. Yeah, because that's whenever you meet people and they say, "Hey, what do you do?" I'm like, I work for a game company." They go,
"Oh, what game?"
"What game?" And like, it's called Eternal Return Black Survival. And they're like, "Oh, sorry, what?" I'm like, "Yeah." So
is that 2 games? Like, what did you just say?
they're like, pick one. Which one is it? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's the name. They're like, is it for phone? I'm like, no.
Why haven't I heard of it?
It's a computer game. And they're like, oh, okay, what company do you work for? I'm like, Nimble Neuron. They're like, that doesn't help either, dude. Like, okay. I want people to play my game.
You just want someone to know who you are at this point.
And I just want to play my game, man. I just want people to play my game. I want my dad to be proud of me.
I moved to Korea and for what? Eternal Return Black Survival. Fuck.
And then, it's like, then it's the whole thing. My dad will meet somebody, and they're like, oh, hey, what's your son do? And they're like, oh, he's in Korea. And they'll be like, oh, thank him for his service for me. And my dad's like, no, he works for a game. And they're like, what game?
Oh, I'm fucking dying. Holy shit.
So me.
Thank him for his service. Look. Thank you. I would like to thank you for your service, because what you're doing is braver than any of our troops. The amount of
Bless our troops.
bless you.
Bless our video game developers.
I'm just imagining you just like in a small Korean apartment, lights are turned off, the city light coming through the windows, just a single drink in your hand, and you're just wondering, why couldn't I have been working on Risk of Rain 2?
Made the second one.
Oh no, you made the second one. You couldn't have made the first one though.
The third one. Gonna get that sequel out. That was pretty accurate. You know, city lights shining through my window. Got a water and a piece of bread. It's my dinner.
It's not quite as poetic, but I was thinking more like whiskey. But you know, water and a piece of bread works too.
Apple juice.
It ends not with a bang, but with a single glass of apple juice.
One final drip. All right, I'm gonna go eat. Thanks for having me on here.
I love you, man. Thanks for stopping by. These patch note days would not be the same without you. I appreciate it.
Around. All right, bye.
All right, see you, dude. Well, we spawned with water and bread, dude. Oh my god, you're right. How appropriate. He's just cosplaying as an Eternal Return character. Yeah, let's all thanks Aesop for stopping by, and being the wonderful GM that he is. Hopefully, we'll see some of the changes we talked about. Maybe come in with a hotfix for the patch. If not, that's okay. You know what? You're gonna have patches where some things are sort of too good, and you're gonna have patches where some things are a little weaker than you like them. But you know what? What's life without a little variety? Am I right? So yeah, it's 5:40 in the morning. I have class tomorrow, but you know what? It's all online, so there's no stress. It's time for me to go to bed. And I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out and doing this little fun patch review with us. I fucking cherish this stuff. Oh, son of a bitch. I did not... Oh, no, I did record it. Yes! Let's fucking go, dude. Alright, anyway. Thanks for watching, everybody. I love you all so much. Good morning to those who are just waking up. And good evening to those who are just going to bed. And, yeah. I don't know why that... Dude, you squished him! He's so flat! Anyway. Good night, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.